where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Lib, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up when the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together.
All right, man. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces in the building. With me, I got my man Liv.
It's Anderson.
You looked at me so childish. I'm mad at you, dog.
As always, I got my man Bacardi in the building.
What's good, everybody? How we doing today?
Doing good, man. It's 2021. We got Didge in the building.
What is happening,
Hey, we
people?
just
What's
skipped.
up?
Oh wait,
No, we didn't.
that's the order.
That
That's
is the order.
What is
I
wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Man,
I ain't
look.
even drunk or nothing.
It's the 4 weeks. We took a
I'm just enjoying
Right, we
this
took that-
Chachakahuri box.
We took a
What do you keep calling
I don't
me?
know how to
dog?
say it.
Wait, make sure we
Charcuterie.
shout out the person who
Shout out to Bridget and 38 Charcuterie. Everybody pretty much Rudy and Didge ate theirs already.
ours
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, it was
I'm
good.
eating
you know what
mine
I'm
right
saying?
now,
Lily
Bridget.
there, I haven't cracked into mine yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, shout out to her. We definitely gave her a hoodie. She just started the business, I think, in October or something like that, October, November. Fellow Scorpio. I think she was. She started for her birthday. She's off for her
dope.
birthday.
That's
So,
what's up. That's a dope birthday present.
so yeah, so she wanted to give us some boxes to start out since we was on hiatus.
Yeah.
So I mean, appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Man, it has been 4 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wow.
That's why you so excited.
That's
I
maybe
don't know
why
if
I'm
you-
so discombobulated and confused.
That's why. Yeah, that's why you so
Yeah, it was like
excited.
what a nice holiday break.
Nice holiday break, but you
Unreal.
know, we was able to reset some things. We invested a lot got added to the studio, man. It was just
Oh yeah, I mean, we got this big ass.
We got some dope one-on-ones
the eye
coming up.
of the eye of God face like shining on us right now. dog.
The eye of God.
Like, the eye of Horus.
Unreal, that's
what's
a-
that? What's that big ass lighthouse of Lord of the Rings?
The Sauron. That's the son Superman flies too when he need energy.
Hey, look, it is a nice big soft light.
That's the light without the Batman signal.
Definitely, nigga.
It's a nice soft light. It gets nice for our visuals. Like I feel like, I mean, hopefully people gonna see it. I'm like, damn, that does look a little bit better with that lighting. I'm gonna notice it though.
They
Y'all
gonna
make
be
sure
like,
y'all-
damn, they stepping it up. We gotta keep watching these guys.
Right.
Right.
Make sure y'all give Digits roses and tell them that this shit look
Unreal.
good.
Well, see, you know what?
Don't give them roses just yet. Just give them some tulips.
But like that's been,
We-
but that's been dope. Like what's been invested in it. Like Didge been investing into the lighting. Lib been investing crazy into the studio. Our studio futuristic as shit right now.
Yeah.
As far as all
This,
audio
I mean,
equipment.
Low-key, this stuff is just like basic stuff. Like y'all just been dealing with janky audio engineers.
Ooh,
Hey,
jabs,
but you was one of
nigga.
What?
You was one of the engineers.
Like I said,
What? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta admit you wrong before you get it right, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I was janky too at some
Like
point.
he said, Jake.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, me and Bacardi, we had a nice 2-hour talk about what we're gonna do with the gaming.
oh yeah, Twitch is finna kick off heavy. Finally, I'm excited to play.
You know,
We still ain't got no. If anybody want to donate a PS5 or a Xbox, what is it, Series X? Is that what we call it
Yeah.
now?
On the real.
Yeah, we still need one of them.
Man,
So
people can't find them. Not enough to.
I mean,
Well, you know what? Me and Bacardi, we was talking, and I was like, fam, we was ambitious as hell. Because if you think about it, when we first started this studio, we was like, yeah, but then when I'm gonna get the PS5, and then she's like, I'm gonna get the PS5. We was like, we just assumed
We-
that
yeah,
we,
we assumed
we
we had
assumed
it.
that we was gonna get it like that. And
Ain't
bring
none
it-
of us got nothing.
We was
niggas
ambitious
said that
as
shit like we just go pick it up. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it. Whatever. Like, fuck you, me.
You would have thought we had connects. Like,
Right.
we clearly had expectations that did not go well.
We definitely was hoping to be plugged in by now. Like,
Right.
Microsoft just lent us an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was hoping to be plugged in by now.
Yeah, so but like I mean, like I said, it's funny because like we had a great 2020, and even in 2021, I'm more excited for what's to come. Like, I feel like we got a lot of things rocking. You know, we got some test footage that I put up on the YouTube page of some mobile gaming. So I got that up if you guys want to check that out. But I know Didge said he want to start trying to do some Dokkan, whatever, however you
want to call it. I call it Dokkan.
Yo, we can, we should do like Among Us.
Yeah, that would be a fun
That'd be
one.
dope.
We can
Because
definitely
then we
do
can have
that.
everybody. We could do it.
That'd be fun.
I still have no idea how to play that game.
How
I've
you
never
know?
even
It's simple.
played it.
It's very simple.
Because my kids play it.
I know.
I played
It's
it.
so much fun though.
By the way, I've been
really-
shooting test pilots for my little videos.
Yeah, that's what I said. You
Yeah,
know,
Liv got
that's what I said.
his.
Like,
Getting in there.
that's why I'm so excited about it.
The
I feel
Liv
like
Chronicles, you know what I'm saying?
everybody in their bag. Didge working on, season 2 of Geekset Rewind. By the time this comes out, the first episode of season 3 of 101 with Deuces.
101 and Deuces
Yeah.
that we slamming there hard already.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like,
those first 4 for sure. 4. The 5th one I didn't see yet.
Well, the 5th one I didn't announce yet.
Yeah, so the 5th one I didn't. Those first 4 episodes, some heavy hitters.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's huge. I mean, so I'm
Yeah.
like, I know everybody's been. Hopefully, y'all been seeing that now over the internet. We've been, the marketing's been kicked up. So
Yeah, man.
you're gonna start seeing a lot more Geekset just everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
2021
That's
coming
what
out the
gotta-
gates.
That's what we definitely came in the first 2 weeks of 2021. It's been definitely like we've been laying a lot of groundwork. A lot of shit just been flying, like just like landing.
I wonder if
perfectly.
anybody was like watching. They was like, "Oh yeah, them niggas quiet.
I mean, really, that's what I'm saying. Like to put all that shit together under the 4 weeks, like to not do nothing. Like we would, no one really know what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing no little behind the scenes shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry Patreon, we didn't give y'all nothing for the 4 weeks.
But like
we
I
kept
said,
everything under
you
wraps.
guys are gonna start seeing
Yeah,
a
that's
whole
what
lot,
I'm saying.
a whole lot coming to the Patreon, a whole lot. Like I said, we building upon that Discord. Shout out to Hippie Goals, man. So Hippie Goals is somebody that I met who's part of the More Mob, Tahir's moderator, and she's chopping it up with her. She has offered her assistance to help us build our Discord, and she is pretty much a moderator. She moderates for Kev, for Jay Snow, for Tahir, for BT Kingsley. So yeah, we like and so
Shit, we got some pickles in here, guys.
The hummus too.
And the hummus,
Yeah, I know the hummus was fire.
Hey, Bridget got down with
The
it.
hummus is fire.
Yeah.
But so yeah, man. So like she's gonna help us out with that. So you guys are gonna see a lot more of interactive.
Join the Discord.
Yeah,
If you
definitely
haven't
join
joined
the
it yet,
Discord.
that's a place where you're gonna be able to, at random times, you just pop in, say something. Deuces might be on there. Got a comment back. I'm on there.
Yeah.
Bacardi or Liv. Like that's gonna be a place where you can just
I ain't talking to motherfuckers. They can fuck off.
I can believe that too. Like
Yeah,
you
Y'all only gonna hear me on the-
Liv go green. and
Y'all only,
somebody-
y'all only
Liv.
gonna hear me on the podcast and on the videos.
On
I'm
your-
gonna be untouchable. I'm gonna be out here like
That's how you want to be.
I mean, you already
I
on
don't.
IG.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean,
like
your IG
Homelander.
been-
I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna be like Trump when he seen his supporters. I'm gonna just look at y'all and be like, disgusting.
You gonna make it that weird little
Still
face he
expect
make.
your support.
Like,
Well, I know we're not a political podcast, but
I'm just
man,
joking.
these first 2 fucking weeks of the
No,
year.
that's
yeah, we've been doing fine. America, America, woo child, woo child. America is a mess.
Wait, so
You know what I'm saying?
so by the this
This
you
will
missed
be-
it. No, I was going to say you missed it. So when I interviewed comedian Ty Davis. Shout out to Ty Davis, and she was talking about Batman versus Superman, and she was saying how she don't like Batman because Batman is white privileged. But I was like, well, Superman's kind of white privileged as well. She
He
was like,
absolutely is.
But so she was like, yeah, it was like what happened at the Capitol. It was like it's MAGA versus the police. And it was like we just stand back and watch. And I was like,
pretty much Batman versus
that's what she was saying. And I was like, damn, that's actually true as fuck.
That's
Batman
funny.
versus Superman right there.
I'm not even thinking about it like that. That's
It
funny
was-
as hell.
I mean, it kind of, what's so funny too? Like, in what perspective? Like, is Trump Batman or is he Superman? And is MAGA Batman? And are they or
Mag
are they
is Batman to me because
Yeah.
Batman, Batman.
that was my
Yeah,
initial.
Batman.
that's
Because
what I
Batman
thought.
already don't like Superman. He's like, nigga, you different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like all that different shit. You alien and shit. Like,
I said MAGA and Trump, but I meant the police.
Yeah, the police.
But
Oh, yeah.
to me, the
police is going to
Yeah,
be Superman.
yeah.
I mean, I think Superman definitely
Because
like,
they definitely
opposed
lost.
Batman. But you also, that's what I'm saying, and that makes more sense because Superman really
should've
like
won.
it's like clean cut with the police, where you know Batman would be like pat you on the back, but really probably put a bug on you, like nigga.
I really would.
You know what I'm saying?
I really would. How many times have you seen a Batman cartoon or read a book? And like issues or episodes
nigga don't even
later,
say you welcome
Gordon
to
be
the
like,
cops.
"You bugged me? I had to."
Batman don't even say you welcome to the cops. They be like, it's Batman. He be like, get the fuck out the way.
Like I said,
Batman is the most toxic friend ever.
Yeah, he definitely
Like he purely just wants to be your acquaintance to use you.
Right.
Like,
That's toxic.
Well, that's the thing. Even outside, like you meet the first time you meet Batman, it's not the first time that Batman's met you. That's pretty much how it is. Like you, like, oh man, this has been first good time meeting you, bro, and he knows your whole backstory already. It's like,
Right.
damn. Like we just met. Why do you? Why?
He's a. That's why I'm saying like Batman is a person who don't have to depend on the stereotypes because he can just look all that shit up. You
Well,
know
no,
what I'm
he don't depend on stereotypes because he suspects everybody.
Right.
Everybody's a threat. He don't care what race you are, where you from, what color you are. Like everybody. I'm like,
Equal opportunity. Everybody gets.
He definitely, I mean, he's definitely maggot. Like I don't give a fuck who you is. Like he just, but like he like
not
you ain't.
me.
You just not me. You not American. Like you like a maggot. Like you not American, man. Like you ain't me. You know what I'm saying? You weird. Like I think you don't believe what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Like
he don't trust nobody.
oh yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, because we've always said that Batman is pure white privilege. Like the fact that we call him the greatest detective and he's just really the most manipulating motherfucker that's ever like crossed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
like
No, he's a sociopath.
and it's really, bro. It's just a nigga with money. Like you got a lot of fucking money and
But he
control.
bored. He ain't got shit to do.
Like you got a lot of money and control. Like
He is the definition of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
to the highest degree though. Like
The funniest part, I forgot who said it, but somebody was like Batman keep on fighting crime in Gotham, but yet he is the one person with enough money that can clean up Gotham
like
with the money that he
like
got.
that's what I'm saying. Like he's
Can I branch off the other cities?
no,
Let me
nigga,
help
this
y'all.
nigga is that's true
like-
capitalism. Man, this nigga gotta keep money in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? He got if crime was gone, nigga.
Or would it be?
Every time a building get blown up, it's like, oh,
Would
man,
it
we
be
gotta call-
socialist though? Wouldn't it be like
No,
socialist fighting?
every time a building get blown up, he like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we gotta call Wayne Enterprises to get this built.
Yeah.
He there like, all right, yeah, you know, we got a profit. Let's call Wayne
He
Enterprises.
already writing down what like. All right, I gotta make sure I have expenses for
That's
this
why- hey,
building
wait.
because I'm about to destroy this
Right.
building. When
Wait,
it's
he
like,
was
really.
exactly.
That's probably why he be fucking all the buildings up. He's like, all right, so the insurance company is me. Right. Let's fuck all this shit up.
that's
They
why-
gotta
Bro,
call
he really
me.
is Trump.
They gotta call me.
That's what I'm saying. Like he probably owned all the shitty parts of Gotham. That's why he just. That's the only way he fight at. Like you know what I'm saying? He keeping them niggas in the trap. Nigga. Like, hey, I'm not finna improve y'all lives, nigga. Like I got real estate down here. Like that's what Batman don't get. Like his parents got shot down there. He said, "I'm gonna buy the whole block.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you niggas what I'm gonna do down here. I'm gonna
It's my
make money
shit
on you
now.
niggas. Like it's my shit, nigga. Like
Dog, that's
yeah,
funny.
fam. Bruce Wayne, yeah.
That's funny calling Bruce Wayne a slumlord.
Like he really is a slumlord, bro. I believe it. Like he don't don't want no change. That's why them niggas just go to jail. Like you can
No,
kill
they
them
go to
niggas.
Arkham, but they're like Arkham, like just
Fam,
That's like a stockholder in Arkham.
Arkham a private facility.
Bro, I think he funded Arkham
He
Asylum.
definitely funded Arkham.
that means he definitely getting paid.
I think it was originally the Thomas and Wayne Hospital or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Probably said.
So
Oh,
like,
sad.
He was like, not only am I gonna catch the bad guys, I'm gonna put them in my mental facility, and I'm gonna make sure that they have ways to break out so I can catch them again,
you gonna put
destroy
niggas
more buildings, and put them back in there.
You gonna put niggas like your staff who's mentally incapable of doing any of their job. Like they want to be bad guys, they got themselves. And then it's just a revolving door. Like okay, I got this.
That's why.
open.
That's why I was the biggest dick move that Batman has out with all the villains is Mr. Freeze. Because Mr. Freeze, his legit thing is he don't want his wife to die. So like he wants some.
Batman got all this
And,
money.
and he wanted. So here's the thing. He was trying to get some funding. Nobody would fund it. So he did start robbing banks. But Batman legit just be fucking him up. Like bro,
And you know his story though. And fucking money to meet this nigga like, I heard about you.
That's an inspirational story. I got you.
Because
Bruce Wayne analyzed the serum to Joker shit, and Scarecrow shit, and he can't save this nigga wife.
and everything.
Like, he a
Like,
horrible
Mr.
person.
Freeze wouldn't be a villain if Nora was fixed.
That is
Oh,
true.
That's the
That
only
is
thing
true.
that's
That
all I
guy-
care
I
about.
think it was so bad. Like he been doing this shit for years. Nigga, like Batman been putting this nigga in and out of jail. He's like, nigga, I just want my wife fixed. Wife's still on ice, nigga. Like you going in and out of jail.
Wife's still on ice.
You in and out of
Get
jail.
her out of cryo freeze. Like he could
Like,
like Bruce Wayne, like Batman could have just went to became Bruce Wayne, went and talked to Mr. Freeze and funded it, and just be like, and then that takes one less criminal out the street. Like, he is not about rehabilitation at all.
Batman ain't trying to do no rehabilitation. I'm trying to break your motherfucking neck.
Think about it.
Bro, he is.
The Riddler, all the
He
Riddler
releasing all his anger. That's his therapy.
All the Riddler wanted somebody to do smart jokes with him.
Like, that nigga a game show.
Game show.
Give him a game show.
That's all he wants.
A trivial, like, he could be like Frasier. He could just be Frasier.
That nigga talk radio.
Unreal. Give him top radio.
Give him a social media game show. Like, hey, now still tune into the Riddler. Like,
While we on it, just give Ivy a motherfucking, like, a national park, a garden. You know, like, you're good. That's three.
You part of the earth.
Right. Introducing a swamp thing, you know, create a marriage or something.
You want to be in the city.
I'll buy you this island. You can do whatever.
Complaining about plants dying, but she in the city. Like, motherfucker, you in the city.
No, Batman legit can change. He can change.
He can make Gotham a way
And
better
it doesn't have to be Batman. Bruce Wayne
Yeah.
can change.
But doing it that way, you don't get to kick nobody ass.
All you do is tell him, like, man, this nigga literally talked to Mr. Freeze and he told him his story. And Bruce Will still said you going to jail.
Bro, that
like,
It said you still going to jail.
That's fucked up in my Batman voice, but you going to jail.
Oh, that's wild.
We all change it just a little bit. Because Rudy always talking with y'all about shows y'all watch, and I always be out of it because I don't watch a lot of shit. But me and Ron have been watching his Dark Materials.
Yeah, that was
it recently ended
my doppelganger.
Yeah, what?
That was when I was telling Deuce that I was gonna beat up my doppelganger.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So it ended what, a couple weeks ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago.
Was it about 3 weeks ago?
Just about, yeah. I want to say it was about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Did you watch the last episode?
I'm trying to remember what was the last episode.
Oh, we ain't even got a segment now. How he agreed to something that he don't even remember.
Well,
He might have watched it.
I mean, the last episode, bro, was like, this season was kind of slow. It was dope because you learned a lot of shit, but the last episode to me was like highly disappointing. Like, I didn't find any climax in it whatsoever.
This a BBC show?
It didn't start up with climax. It didn't end.
BBC?
But I mean, I feel like the whole season didn't do that.
HBO show.
It is. It's on HBO.
HBO Max or just HBO in general?
HBO general.
Yeah, I was watching
general.
HBO. I don't know what it's...
Oh, because it said it's a BBC show. I didn't know BBC was just licensing out their shows like that.
BBC probably just picked him up or something.
No, this is BBC was theirs first. They probably just sold it to HBO.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
they are a production company, so it could be possible that it's just shot and then maybe there's some British version of HBO or they shared the rights or
right. That's what
something
I'm assuming.
that.
They probably
So
just
they probably share. We probably share the rights.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Rights with them.
I mean, that's the same shit that Netflix be doing. Netflix be grabbing
Yeah, they
BBC
do.
shows
Yeah.
and calling
Yeah,
them original.
you know what?
That's
Since we haven't
Black
seen,
Mirror.
since you ain't seen,
You didn't even tell me what this...
you can't even remember.
What the season finale? But it was 3 weeks ago. What do you mean?
Hey, that is a long time. Who knows
I didn't
what?
watch it in between then, dog. Like dog.
Especially if it wasn't like top tier GOAT.
It really wasn't, bro.
So
I mean, it
it's
wasn't.
like
That's why now
But I
we're
mean,
gonna move on to
But I mean, the whole second season really
what's the
wasn't...
joint on Netflix? The Korean joint?
Sweet Home.
Sweet
Sweet
Home.
Home?
Okay, now we all fresh off of Sweet Home.
Everybody finished it?
Except me.
I
Okay,
said I didn't
I don't
finish
care.
it.
So I love Korean
finish
TV
it?
shows. Korean
I think I
TV,
got like 2 episodes left to watch.
Korean TV shows and like their movies are
Duh,
dope. Like,
their action
are.
action is fast.
Action
Like it's
is-
fast paced.
Yes.
Yeah. All the time. Every
Like
time.
I enjoy. Like did you see Alive?
Dog,
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
watched a lot.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It was, and it definitely like it was dragging. It dragged in the
It
beginning.
dragged. It
I
dragged.
saw. I
But
could
then
tell
once
what
the-
you meant when you said it was the slice of life zombie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because
Yeah.
it was.
Because he was confused. I was
just
like,
like,
do I love her? Am I
yeah.
sad? Do I miss my parents? Like, what? Like, do I keep playing
they
video
gave you that
games?
true. I don't want to spoil it. Oh, I was gonna say they gave you at the end. They gave you that true moment of despair though before they got away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, it's over.
I wanted it to be over because I was like, fam.
I was like, bro, don't need to be living.
I did it. I
Because
bought
the only
into
reason I
it.
wanted them to not make it was because I knew it was obvious that they was gonna make it.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
because I done seen a couple. I done seen a couple Korean like horror movies where the satin where it gets you and it go bad. Like you think it's gonna get better, but it don't.
I thought, man, I don't know if this was a Korean horror movie. I can't remember the name, bro, but I just remember like it was a bunch of schoolgirls on a bus, and then an invisible line came and just chopped off.
When they cut everybody's head off.
What movie?
That wasn't a Korean movie. What movie was that?
I don't know. I mean,
Bro, I ain't seen this movie, but I want to watch it.
It was wild.
Hold on.
I don't
I
remember.
think you've seen it.
I could have sworn at first when you said, I thought you said an invisible lion, and I was gonna laugh.
No, an invisible line.
Line. When you said cut, and I was, okay, that's what he said.
It cut through the bus and then chopped all the girls' heads off, and then one of them had ducked down to like do something with her shoes or grab something, and when she got up, all her classmates' heads, the bus was completely open, all the heads was just squirting blood.
They do also adapt a lot of.
No. What you seen? This isn't
I haven't seen it, so I mean,
I bet you have. When I say it, you're gonna be like, oh, because it may have not even been a horror movie.
But Sweet Home was pretty slick, bro. Like,
I liked the idea. Like it was confusing as a
the first
bitch.
2 episodes. Yes,
the first 2.
They're
first 2. Nigga, I was on like 5. Like, cuz what the fuck is going on?
Because it starts off weird.
Me and was watching Imani just kept saying like, wait, hold on. Do we gotta watch another episode? Then we gotta go back? And I'm like, I don't know.
When you was telling us that you had to rewatch it, I was definitely in the middle of a rewatch. I'm like, no, I know how you feel.
Like,
I was confused
because it's
bitch.
weird because like the way they started off, and I don't know if this is just part of their culture of how they make their movies, but they give you somebody. They don't give you any context or background to anything for at least 2 fucking episodes.
Yeah,
and you really don't know nothing about the dude, but he act weird. You know, he's depressed. He's moved into this building by himself. You know,
but
and then he meets a
dope
girl.
Concept.
Yeah, he meets a girl that's a ballerina, and it's like such an awkward, weird exchange. And then they go about their ways and don't interact again for like episodes. And you know, so like,
but it's
the character
a concept,
development,
though, because like when crazy stuff happened, immediately, because you don't know shit about that character, you're like, hey, it was probably film.
Yeah, I mean, in this one, it wasn't like that because there was nothing really that was happening.
But I'm just saying in general,
because there were some things like spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna spoil.
I mean, spoiler alert.
It's on Netflix.
It's been on it for a while for the first few episodes.
I don't care if it is or not. It's like a week-to-week thing, nigga. You can watch it over. You can binge it.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying?
Like,
but like, you know, like the cop thing, like I knew there was gonna be something weird about the security guard in the beginning. I knew there was gonna be something weird.
That threw me all the way off.
But then they threw me off when the neighbor lady was eating her motherfucking cat, talking normally. Like that shit fucked. I was like, what is going on?
Even in the trailer, it fucked me up with the baby
in
the trailer. Like,
yeah, that.
So it made me feel like when it started and dude moved in and he talked to the cop, like the neighbor dude, like I kind of feel like the cop dude was gonna be weird, security guard, because the nigga was chasing him down, and like I'm like, bro, this nigga, like, so I already feel like, so for my first thing, I'm like, sorry, so this place that they living in is weird.
It
like
is.
he's just moving into a place.
It's like a project building in the
hood
of Korea.
Yeah,
like this is what hood Korean folks is like. Like this is like they slum because this is crazy.
It actually felt me though. Like I feel like a lot of the place building though reminded me a lot of the live location though too from the movie. Like the hallways or whatever.
Yeah.
Reminded me a lot of that too.
Yeah, because even a lot of their buildings,
so that must just be how their buildings look.
Yeah, I noticed that in a lot of different like cultures when I watch shows, they build like what's that movie, The Raid? The Raid is floors of motherfucking shit just going the fuck on. Like they're their own little countries damn near, you know? So like, on the real, like their own little segments of shit. So it's like I think I think that's normal for them. I actually, now that you bring it up, I was watching a show and the person lived on like the 32nd floor, some wild crazy floor, and they had to move. And the way they were moving out is that they had like this big ass fucking ladder elevator thing that just hung off of one of the windows to the ground, and then almost like an escalator, and then they put the stuff on it, and it will bring it down to
like
the
a
floor.
dumbwaiter kind of thing,
huh?
Like a dumbwaiter kind of thing,
like imagine an escalator, bro, that just go up to like the 24th floor from outside.
That is
that's
wild shit.
But it was like a ladder though, or like a belt. Like if you ever
was it dangerous to use, or was it like
it looked dangerous to me? I'm not fucking with it. It wasn't a movie. I'm kind of embarrassed to tell y'all when I was watching it, but y'all know.
Was you watching a Korean drama? I feel like I watched. Was you watching a K-drama?
No,
it's probably like my
worse. I was watching 90 Day Fiance.
No, we remember you said it on this podcast.
Yeah, we already know you watched that.
So I see.
And a lot of people watch trash reality.
But
TV.
he was from Korea. The dude was from South Korea, and they were moving out, and that's how they moved out. Like they put up this ladder.
Wait, what?
Now maybe it wasn't the 32nd,
There's
but
a
probably more
movie
like
or
the
a show that
25th
did
floor or
that.
something like that.
They did a ladder?
I'm trying to think because that's why I was asking them because there was a movie or a show where like somebody once you get behind a wall or something like that, you see this horrible slums that's like in Asian, but it was like they had that conveyor belt. What movie was it?
Oh, I don't know.
I ain't seen this movie.
I
fuck.
don't know.
I was trying to finish Sweet Home though. I wanna go back to
yeah,
that.
Wait, before you get to
Yes.
Sweet Home, I just want to say it was an Asian movie. It was called The
A
Chase.
Korean movie?
Korean.
Okay.
Korean. Well, I don't know. It doesn't say, but it was called. It's actually a Japanese movie, but it says Asian Wiki. That's why I said it was an Asian movie.
Oh, okay.
But it's called The Chasing World. But when we see it, it was called Tag. That's
Tag.
It. Yeah.
That's why I said like the girl was like. Did I say that something about the girl playing
No.
tag? or
No,
something?
you was just saying.
I
But-
thought about it,
but
then,
it was the- but
because
it-
I remember
yeah.
tag sticking out. To
Yeah,
me,
but she
I'm gonna have to find it.
in the trailer. She was in the school bus. And then I don't know. I didn't see what it actually was.
nothing. It don't. It's
they don't show
nothing.
the-
Well, in the movie they probably do.
In the movie, it's
But yeah,
just
see,
an
this is the
it's
part
just
he was
an
talking
Oh,
invisible
about.
I've
entity.
seen this.
Yeah, on Facebook. So she had dropped her pin.
Yeah, I have seen this
Yep,
trailer.
and then when while she's like looking down,
And then when she looked back
so
up,
watch. So then something hits that first bus, and then so they like, what happened? And then boom.
Yeah, that's the part that
yeah, that's okay. That's the part I saw on like the trailer.
Yeah.
We might have to blur that.
But
We can't play trailers.
I don't know. Sometimes
There's,
it'd be
there's no
weird.
audio associated with it.
Yeah, that's true. So we should be fine.
Yeah.
we'll be okay. It's small.
Right,
But
we ain't
sweet,
that
but
big.
sweet home. It's like sweet
Hey,
home.
they-
Give me
that's
my
what they
moment.
be going
Nah, I'm
to.
joking.
That's the one they be going to. But yeah, no, go ahead, Sweet Home.
No. But
But
I
that's
don't even
what-
know. I don't even know where I left off.
Well, I mean, that's because I was.
We going on everywhere. This is the first episode of the year. Holy shit!
It's-
Now I just realized it, so we just going everywhere. Fuck it.
God,
We just gonna go
y'all
everywhere.
niggas is Yo. I am, maybe because I got a high tolerance. You know what I'm saying? I got a high tolerance. You know what I'm saying?
What time is it? I keep you to like 9:15.
But I'm just aware of y'all right now. That y'all got me in the inside so giddy, bro.
I'm happy, man. It's been a
It
while.
has been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
The other weeks, either the 4 weeks, and y'all giddy, bro. Like, dog.
Y'all get it.
And y'all giddy.
Like, no, that's what I'm saying. So Sweet Home. Because I was saying, like, you all this weird shit going on in the house. In the building.
I gotta get on one weird shit because I still don't understand this shit. Why did that motherfucker kidnap that dude and was whooping him in his own house and then put him in the body bag? Like, why did that dude do that?
Oh, you talking about the dude that was you talking about the hitman dude? Like
Yeah, they're like, why did he do that?
because Imani had to explain that when it went to me too. Because that was the pedophile.
He was
Like that was the whole wrap up of the story from the hitman story. That was the dude that she was looking for when he got the
That
picture
what you
from
was
the
talking
girl.
about? You was talking about that on your Snapchat. I was trying to figure out. I was like, what is he talking about? He was like, nah, he in the barrel.
Oh yeah, no, that was when they died. Imani was talking about. Imani got thrown up by like the like a crossing guard moving like random sign, and she thought that was like.
I thought that was somebody too.
Yeah,
I thought that was somebody
Imani
too.
was like,
I was like,
that's
they
when
ain't supposed to be outside.
That's when they died or whatever. And then she was like, that was the mannequin. I'm like, no, the mannequin's not the monster. Bro. Like,
He had posted on his Instagram story. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Like, no, man, it's not. But I mean, no. But remember the hitman story was a girl came to him a long time ago about missing kids or like somebody was taking kids. And that was the case. He'd been searching that case for the longest. So that's why even when the girl was beating on like he was looking for that woman that was the monster. Like that was the woman that hired him years ago.
The woman that will push around the baby cart?
Yeah, no.
No, because
No.
her baby got killed.
Yeah,
by
her baby got
accident.
killed. It was the woman that was that because that wasn't the woman that was beating her head. Remember the one that was beating her head on the other girl's door?
Yeah.
That
the cat
girl,
lady.
I think that girl.
She's the one that hired him.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
but
she
never.
was the model one. She was the one that's talking about like she was a model.
But I don't think she hired him to like. I don't think she had a kid, but she was just hired or something. He was hired to search for somebody who was like kidnapping kids, and it was years later, and that's who the dude was.
Oh, he fucked dog up, bro.
Like, cause remember, cause that's what I think. Cause I didn't know who he was, cause I thought dude was like. Remember, he was the same nigga that brought all the snacks to everybody and shit. And Imani was Imani called it the pedophile dude.
Yeah, because that's when they let him go when they found out that when they found him in the apartment.
Yeah,
but nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
So it was like he was cool with everybody. He be nice and he giving snacks and motherfuckers. But that's how pedophiles work. Like they give him snacks, and then they want to give more snacks, and that's when it's not cool. Like
fuck
that shit.
Don't say that. 2 snacks is too much.
All right, let's switch that topic.
I was trying to get to the monsters.
We gotta get to the monsters, but it's so interesting.
Cool. We can stay in Sweet Home, but let's pivot away from that portion of Sweet Home.
But it's so cool about the people because they kind of now it's not what we're used to of how they unroll character development on characters. It kind of keeps you guessing as to why this person is this way and why this person is this way, why this person does this, you know. So it keeps you thinking about that. But then they throw in these monsters, but they don't look weak.
Out of nowhere. But they came out of nowhere though. Like,
that's the part where you were saying you felt like the CGI kind of wasn't the greatest at that point.
No.
Some of them you could tell. Some of them.
It was
that's like to that point.
90% of the time, the CGI for it being a TV show, because I believe they aired this in South Korea, for it being a TV show, like. It definitely wasn't on the level of the deer from The Walking Dead, if y'all remember that.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You do. I know you do, because you was a huge. It's nothing like that. Like they look like monster movie CGI. Like pretty good. It blended in. It was believable, except certain scenes. But it would be like really quick cut scenes, almost not like all the time, but most of the part.
Random. Did you know that Walking Dead's coming back again?
They've been back.
No.
This next season, and they got like another spinoff.
So no, not the spinoff. So I don't want to get. I just want to say, if they said it was officially done after this season, this one that's coming up. No, they got to approve for another regular Walking Dead season.
Oh
again.
my god,
I said,
I'm off that.
That means it's not gonna be over.
I don't know, bro.
Is the comic books over?
Yeah, the comic book been over for like a year now.
I stopped watching Walking Dead.
I did too.
So the show that we're watching now, is it still a comic book or are they off the comic book now?
It's still comic book
ish.
Yeah, it's still comic
it's
book
far from
timeline.
It's far from
it. Timeline,
it's still comic book timeline.
They're trying
but a lot of the character things and things that happen isn't what is inside of the book.
So they're loosely following it, but then they're like, well, we're gonna try this, and then this person quits. So like, all right, we're gonna kill them off, and then we're gonna do this.
Like
it's
the
weird.
basic factor of of the show. But all right, so the monsters. Like the first monster they showed. If you ever seen I Am Legend, it reminded me of the ice cream truck man when he jumped on the ice cream truck and he opened up his mouth real big and his tongue came out. But this one looked doper though. This motherfucker was crazy, right, Ron?
Yeah, I was watching it. I couldn't tell if it was like I feel like I've seen the monster being used before
in I Am Legend.
Yeah.
In I Am Legend, the ice cream man, when he opened his mouth really big.
Yeah.
And then he has his tongue coming out. And he's not. Did I say I Am Legend?
I Am Legend.
No, not I Am Legend.
That's why I'm like, what are you talking about?
I just kept staring. Like, it's gonna come to me.
Oh my god,
we all giddy right now. So
dog, it's the.
Cause you said
Legend. It's called Legend. Something. It's
Legion.
Legion.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, I know exactly
Legion.
what he's talking about. So Legion, that was the one where people they started getting possessed by demons.
Yeah.
Well, not
even the world was coming.
Agent.
Oh, it was like,
Angel.
And it was a fallen angel.
Yeah, that's getting possessed by angels.
I feel like I've seen this too.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly.
When I show you the
yeah,
movie
when you
poster.
see the picture.
But that was the first one. The first month I was like, the CGI was. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
He's the ice cream man. The first.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The dude who got possessed.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of the first ones though. That was like the CGI.
I definitely just staring like
was good. It was like good. It was definitely good, like you said, for a TV show. Like it was definitely up to par. But you can tell it was CGI.
I wonder if those TV shows, like you know how like the HBO budgets, those CGI look like TV shows. I wonder if they just do that with all their TV.
All right, it was probably I would probably put it a couple notches of Game of Thrones CGI.
Wow. That's some damn good CGI.
I'm telling you, it was
it was
not.
Yeah, man, you compared it to a big ass drag.
Hey,
But
these are
that
big
big
ass
ass eyeball
monsters.
thing was like so plain. You know what? The big ass eyeball
He
thing
said,
was cold.
he said at points though. He did. He
But
never
to see,
said across
the
the
biggest
board.
eyeball thing was cold to me because for some reason I thought it was like with a big ass body. Until I realized it was like just on a regular human.
The eyeball thing.
Yeah.
The spider was fucking crazy.
The spider was,
looking.
I love the Flash dude. The running dude.
The running dude.
The running dude
He
was
to me
cold.
was the weakest though.
But he was cold to me though. Like,
To me, he was the weakest. Then
the
you got
big ass dude was the cold.
big ass dude.
Was the, like dog.
Oh my
when he
God.
got on that chick. When he got
Dog, he was whooping her ass.
We ain't gonna take it that long. But it's,
So
it's
I was like,
but that's the other crazy thing. All right, so we ain't even explaining how the monsters
Yeah.
happen. The people become monsters. The people themselves, they become monsters. So you
in this
can-
building,
you
like
can
in this complex.
no, outside throughout the whole
Yeah, it was
world.
like a virus. Then something happened.
It wasn't. It's not a virus. They work it off like you become that monster when you give in to your darkest
Grief.
desire.
Like your
it was
grief or
all
darkest
about
desire,
desire. So you would become a monster. I didn't see them like the monster representing whatever the person
Okay,
desired.
I was just about to
But if
ask
it was
that.
something that you desired that took you to a dark place, it will make you into a monster. So motherfuckers would just become these crazy fucking monsters. The crazy thing is though, you could be becoming the monster and not become the monster and withstand things.
So it turned into Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh wow.
Almost,
Okay.
yeah.
Turned
That's
into
the best
Tokyo-
way to
That's why
describe
I was like
it.
when I was watching this, like when dude became the first
The
like,
main
black
character?
eye.
The
I was like,
main
oh, this
character?
like you was about to turn and now you not turning, so now you half human, half
Yeah.
demon. You got the
Okay.
powers now. I'm
But
like,
then
okay.
he turned at
Yeah.
the end, like
Yeah.
almost damn near completely, and that was a good CGI.
Yeah, that was good CGI.
That was really good CGI.
Yeah. So I mean, it was
He had-
They got to spend the money on the main
Oh, yeah,
character.
it was like if it
but
would
they
have been
had some dope
I know,
fucking
no, I'm saying.
fights.
like if it would have been an actual anime, it would have probably been extremely
Oh my
cold.
God, yeah.
Like seeing it as
Yeah.
a live action, whatever.
I
and
thought the
CGI and
same
everything
thing when
they
I was
did,
watching it.
Like this would have been amazing. It would have gave you like High School of the Dead, whatever kind of vibes. Like,
Okay.
Maybe-
you know what I'm saying? No, but a little bit Tokyo Ghoul because of how grotesque and everything got.
Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, without the
Tokyo Ghoul,
feeling
yeah.
depressed, you know?
Yeah.
Without
Because I mean,
feeling
'cause
depressed.
What did it? Because you said it take you to a dark place. Like
Like, yeah,
I mean,
they
yeah, 'cause
figured
you
it
really
out.
get, it turned into. Have you watched how far have you watched Fire Force? How far have you watched? I know you watched Fire
I'm in the
Force.
second
all
season
in.
now.
You know, but you know how when he talks to like when he has a dollar link and he kind of talks to himself and
Yeah.
he's like,
Okay, yeah.
it's like it's that like yo,
Okay.
it's
Whatever
like
that
that
is.
demon, that desire becomes like a demon that's like arguing back and forth with
Yeah.
you, telling you to give into it or whatever, and then you end up.
Well,
if you
so
do.
far we know it just happened. That happens just to the main character. Like, they haven't confirmed that with nobody else.
But see, I felt like it happened with the lady when the big monster.
She turned into one, but I don't remember her.
You know,
talking-
because she gave in because she admitted that she wasn't.
Oh yeah, that they do say I give in. You
Yeah,
know
because
I'm
what
saying?
it was, she didn't want to accept that her baby was dead. That's the whole point of her walking around with the stroller with no baby
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, yeah.
So because I thought, dog, I remember she had no baby, but for some reason when he stepped, because they had that image of her looking at the baby, so the big ass monster stepped on this like I'm like, dog, this nigga killed the baby. Like, this monster killed the baby, bro. Like,
babies?
Everybody was like, boy, ain't nothing there. Like, I had to go back, like, what you mean? And it was like, it was her imagining it. She was like,
Right.
she had to
No,
realize,
that's funny.
bro, oh no, we good? Like, I feel like I saw something else cut off. That's why I was like, I got to throw it off. Like, I got thrown off for a second. But yeah, I was like, so it was like, that was like, but it was like, but in that moment though, when she stomped on him, that's when she started talking to herself. It was like, I did lose my daughter that time, and I have to really, I give in, understand, what I'm saying? And then that's when she turned.
And if they don't fully turn within a certain amount of time, they don't ever fully turn, but they retain that ability to become.
Yeah.
Like like they can withstand shit. Like they can
That's
get
dope.
fucked up.
So yeah, that's what
definitely
made the
gotta
fight.
finish it.
That's what made the
They
fight
can
more
still
anime.
kind of die, but like they could, like the main dude, like he didn't fully turn until the end, and they had that
Spoiler alert, I guess. In case
spoiler
if you ain't-
alert. Yeah, damn,
We
you
already
didn't
got
see
it.
it.
We been
It's on
saying
Netflix.
that. We said spoiler at the beginning of it.
But you
No, we said
already
it's on
seen-
Netflix. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're already to the part where that gang breaks into the mall, into the place.
I am not.
That should be on the third. That should be under like the second to last, maybe episode or two
I
before.
feel like I am. I feel like that's where I stopped it at.
That was a very frustrating few episodes because I was just like, man, these motherfuckers just fucked them up and they just fucking around.
Give some extra, do some extra shit in there.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying that I won't go any more into it because
I mean, it's gonna probably be Lib's recommendations. I'm gonna think of something else.
I mean, you should definitely talk about it more, though. I mean,
Boy, get you. Go on to the next topic. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying in general, like, damn.
I mean, I already watched it. Like,
How you doing? We gonna talk about the. You just want to go to episode to episode? You want to?
No, we're not going to episode to episode. We got to show that do that already.
no, I want me to give a recap an episode. Like,
Look at him. You saw him throw the song. I heard you. You like you don't got to do episode to episode. We already got to show that do that. Sassy ass. All right. Next topic, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What else y'all been watching though? What like we took a
the news.
I mean,
watching people get escorted out of airports, all types of fun shit this week.
We not a political podcast, but some wild shit.
Oh, wait.
Donald Trump and
Yeah, we talked about it a little.
What we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about how trash Wonder Woman was.
I haven't watched it.
I watched skits of it, and I realized how trash it is.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, I watched skits of it. Like, what threw me, what I did see, and then I started seeing the memes. Like, did you see the Batman meme where he was like, I'm Steve?
No, I didn't see it. I gotta go find them.
That shit took me to a deep part. No,
I gotta go find them.
Because it was like, I don't know why we had to have Steve back.
I don't either.
But
I don't even know who Steve is.
Steve was the nigga that died that she fell in love with in the first one.
She fell the pilot she fell in love with in the first.
The dude who was Chris Pine.
As another nigga.
He took over the body of the conscience of another
Shit
nigga.
was like a cool nigga.
Fail.
Nobody knows.
I think it was her.
We know how, but
Does it look the same?
To her, she see him. Everybody else.
So it's pretty much like if Steve.
Everybody else, he like Ghost? Like this, like you remember Ghost from the 80s?
Yeah. But
It's like he possessed that
He
nigga, bro.
possessed somebody?
But here's what's the fucked up part about it is like she fuck him and everything, and so but she's fucking you, but it's really Steve. So if you let's say
It was like you have a natural nigga Castiel's out here.
your life was different. Like he was with her all the time. So it's like, but what about Liv's real life? Like
When you ready to snap out of seeing this vision of Steve and just see this random motherfucker? That shit would be so funny.
No, the problem was the fact that this nigga said I'm Steve. And then it gave a long pause, and then the camera switched, and it was Steve.
So it'd be like this. It's like if you went to the crib and you like, and I'm like, but I'm in you. So I tell her, I'm like, Rocky is me, Rudy, and she see you at first. No, she see me at first. Then she look back, and then she see you. It's like,
but it's Rudy though. But the whole body change, everything is like it's just
So she saw the guy as he looked, and then when he introduced himself,
it said I'm Steve.
She turned away and looked back, and it was Steve.
Yes.
Like, hey,
throughout the
I
whole
want
movie.
to know how much that nigga got paid to play that small ass part. Because you had to play a body double for real. Like, hey, we need you to be
Steve. Just be.
No,
this
is
You fake Steve.
Wait, but this is what threw me off as well. When he came back, he see a train and he's like shocked at the train. I'm like, but there was trains back then, bro. Like nigga,
It was definitely trash.
I love the train. Steve.
Yeah.
So
No,
he comes back and,
Because that was the 50s, right?
bro, it was like 70 years that had passed, and she was still sad over this nigga, dog.
But she ain't did nothing with her life,
I
nigga.
saw a meme when they was talking about how they was talking about like, he wasn't shocked that he saw a train. They said he was like, hey, where are these white people sitting with us?
What?
That may be it because he was legit. He see a train. He's like, because it's as if he died in the 50s. So when he comes back in this world, he doesn't know anything that has happened.
Yeah, like Captain.
Because I mean, he said somebody.
It had to be earlier than the 50s.
It has to be. Well, I don't know, but there was trains back then.
But if he was already
That was
somebody
called-
else, he would have.
Yeah, that's
No.
the part.
You don't get that person's thoughts and memories. You're
No,
literally
you
back
don't.
yourself.
That I mean,
Like, bro, when they went back to this nigga house, he thought the bike was an exercise machine. He's like, I was trying to take the bike to come get you, but it wouldn't go nowhere. So I just
the exercise
That
machine
machine
was
was an
like.
actual bike.
like,
Okay.
like you know what I'm
But
saying.
it was just, but they ruined the fam's life. Like,
I was more mad that he knew where to go back home. Really. Like I was more like,
Yeah.
like nigga, you woke up as this nigga and you just knew like to find Diana.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, no,
like
what also is like, I'm like, fam, like if you just wake up in this world, you've seen, like, you shocked at a train, but you see in a car that you probably.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, dog, like
Man was in a
the way
that futuristic
the
ass
story
fighter
was,
jet.
bro. And we only in one small. Like I said, I didn't even watch the movie. This was the part I played it, and I was doing shit around the house.
Yeah.
This was the part where I stopped everything because I was like, when he said it's Steve, I walked back in the room like, I know this nigga not back, bro. Like,
But this is also what threw me off, and I was like, so the planes that was back in the 50s.
That's what I'm saying. Like he saw this nice ass
So
fighter
we get
jet.
this new fighter jet, know how to fly it ASAP. And then this is what's really trash. So in Wonder Woman, the first one, she didn't have the invisible jet. Now
Yeah.
we kind of know Wonder Woman's powers. It's kind of similar to Superman, strength,
Yeah.
stuff like that. This is what Wonder Woman did. She gets in the jet, and they're trying to chase her down because now with the new security, and she starts doing this. And he's like, "What are you doing?" She said, I seen my dad do this once. I can make anything invisible. And she makes the whole jet invisible, and that's how she got her invisible jet.
so she did a Naruto sign.
Fam, she created the Hadouken.
Like did she make it something? Like
She
I
was
don't know how to
making
get this
something.
part.
Yeah,
Bro,
she
I
making
was-
And
something.
just threw it on the jet.
And threw it on the jet, and jet
I didn't see
invisible.
this part. I was definitely doing shit while I was
Yeah,
watching it too.
threw it on the jet invisible, and that's how she got her invisible jet.
I am.
This movie
It
I
wasn't
think I might
good.
be
it wasn't good, bro.
It wasn't good.
And I was
HBO.
mad because the first Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah, that was the most.
I mean, and we really, I mean, I guess because Steve is part of her life or whatever, right? In the real story, was
I
Steve
don't
her actual
think so.
character?
I don't know. I'm
Steve
not
Trevor?
familiar. I don't. It didn't seem familiar to me.
I don't read
She
no
always usually
Wonder
linked
Woman
with
books.
like she's. Remember, they
Like,
always-
well, I mean, but her getting from where she came from to America and fight, like she had to fight along somebody.
Oh, like was it a pilot? I don't
don't
know if it
know.
was him.
Let's
But I don't
see.
like I wonder if she had like a level because I mean that's what I'm saying. Like was her like Wonder Woman was good, first one, but was Steve like it was that I've never really followed Wonder Woman, so I don't know her origin story. Like was that her origin story that when she got here?
Well, I know that I know I don't. So see, no, you know what? It wasn't that. What it was is if it follows the animated series, which a lot of the times the animated series does. The Amazons, they did not want to help out with America's and the men.
Yeah, that-
in her original like his original biography, like from the actual comics though, that first one did follow pretty much.
Oh, okay.
What-
Because
was it
okay,
Steve?
so
Yeah,
the animated series made it different because if I'm not mistaken, with the animated series, how Wonder Woman got involved was it was the dark side threat. Once it started coming, and then she felt like she had to help out, not man's war, but help out to save this because
Yeah,
she's
'cause
the
it's
only
gonna
one.
keep going, yeah.
Yep. And so but like kind of on some Aquaman shit, she was like, "Well, we're only worried about us." And Aquaman, same thing. You know how like we City of Atlantis, we don't care about the
Right.
Earth dwellers and shit like that. But then like when they formed the Justice League for that kind of helped say, "Oh, we got to do this together." But
yeah, United Nations.
so yeah, but I don't know. But that may have done.
Yeah, it looks like in the first comics, he crashed onto the island.
Mm-hmm.
She was nursed him back to health, and she went to go fight with him. So,
So yeah, I mean, 'cause that's what I said. That's what I
and
said.
it did say that she fell in love
she-
with him.
yeah.
So
that's
I
what
guess
I'm saying,
that's
like-
just true to her
But
story.
did anyone ever look to see if Steve ever really came back?
That part, no, I stopped reading after the original origin.
Okay.
I'll
We don't
keep talking. I'll look.
Because the way he came back in the movie, you would have thought it was a 1950s ass comic book. Like that's how simple this shit was. Like, bro, are you think we stupid? What the fuck is
There
it?
is
Like,
no explanation how he came back.
Well,
No.
So
I don't know him.
Well, it's based off of the whole movie's based off of his wishing stone. It's pretty much more so. Watch what you wish for because it has, so like, pretty much when she found it, like she was thinking about him and wished him back, and it actually brought his essence back. That's what the explanation is.
But it didn't bring the nigga back. Brought his soul to be in another nigga body, take over his whole life.
His whole life.
Nigga woke up for his 9 to 5, left his kids, gave his kids. If nigga said
Another
Bro.
man's life to be
this nigga went and
Damn,
this nigga
ruined
went and
his
got a pack of
job,
cigarettes and never came back.
Ruined
You know
his
what I'm saying?
job, ruined his
everything.
if he had kids, he ruined that marriage.
But then,
it's all over.
Yeah, it's like no, you just ruined this man's life.
But I said it's like
to be with Wonder Woman.
But I said it's like whatchamacallit? It's Castillo. You Remember Castillo was in his heart though. He was like, I really did fuck this nigga life.
Yeah.
Bro. like he met his daughter there. Like, I'm sorry. Or something. Castillo was a real one for that. Like to have an angel come back like. I really had to do this to your dad.
Supernatural, by the way.
Okay, Castiel. Yeah. I watched a couple episodes.
Yeah.
See, that was like a common thing with him, right? That
Yeah.
Well, he the one he was a fallen angel that took over a nigga body.
Yeah, but that was a common thing.
Well,
with
it
him,
did
and he would
after-
constantly reference that sometimes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
because after a while, you know, when he started having feelings, because remember, the way they portrayed angels are just soldiers that follow.
Yeah, no, I watched the first like 1 or 2 seasons of it.
No, if you know about the angels, you in season like 8 or 9, bro.
Yeah.
With Castiel when he came in.
Yeah, Castillo wasn't in 1 and 2 at all.
No.
Okay, then I must have watched it.
You must have watched it further than you think, but yeah.
Or you just caught a different season.
Yeah, just caught a random episode.
I mean, it's
somewhere.
all like, remember that show Las Vegas? They used to come on TNT. That's how much Supernatural was on. Supernatural was on
Las
just
Vegas,
as much.
They just had that long ass. They was on a marathon for like a week straight. They didn't even have a week straight of episodes. They was just replaying
They
shit.
just played it. But that's how Supernatural was on. Like Supernatural's on like from like 8 a.m. to 12 on TNT.
Yeah.
And then a couple on TBS. And just like
You can always randomly go to TNT and kind of know what's gonna be on.
It'll show it randomly on Freeform too. That's when I used to be like Channel 18, whatever it's called now. It used to. I'll see it all the time there. So
yeah.
Supernatural just became that show, huh?
it's
Or
it's probably
they just
cheap.
give you
syndication.
random. Give you random stories.
Yeah, it's probably that cheap syndication.
No, pretty
From the
much.
season, that's funny.
The best way. The best way to sum up Supernatural is that one, nobody is truly dead. You can bring them back, and each person is going to get possessed once or twice, because pretty much that's what they deal with. They dealt with the demons of hell, like Lucifer. Then they dealt with Leviathans. Then they dealt with pretty much
the elders.
Like then they dealt with the angels, and then the angels was on their side. Then the angels was not on their side.
They had to just fight God.
They had to fight God. Wait. Then they dealt with death. Like death actually was a whole thing. Then they had to deal with the void. So like when you're in between, so they
Like
dealt with the whole
purgatory.
purgatory.
They named purgatory a person.
Yeah, purgatory.
It's a nigga named
like
Purgatory.
Supernatural deals with everything.
He was actually an angry chick too. Like
Everything.
purgatory was the chick that wanted to chill. Like I don't like all that noise.
Like if we are the cast,
That's why she put everything in
Yeah.
purgatory.
it's like everything can be dark. It's like
If
it ain't
we
no
are the
noise, it's
cast,
dark. Like nigga, you making noise.
this is how you get guaranteed 12 seasons. So the first season is all of us have to fight one person, right? We got to fight the demon. The second season, Liv gets possessed, so now we got to save Liv. The third season, I get possessed. Now you guys got to save me. The fourth season, you get possessed. Now they got to save
You gotta throw in there that we gotta make a deal for something.
Yeah, we got to make a deal.
We gotta
right?
make a deal to save your life.
Right, but we don't.
Now we gotta kill that person so we can save your life.
But we don't tell y'all we making a deal. We never tell each other that we got this grand plan that we gonna try to do. We don't tell each other that.
You just come back to life and be like,
right?
You walk out.
Right. So then once we go to that first
Hold up, dog.
wait, so once we
like,
go to
how you do this?
that,
You be like, oh, you know I pulled some strings.
so once we go to that first cycle, then we all back together, and now we got to face the bigger demon. All right, and then this bigger demon,
Second verse.
the bigger demon got a different type of possession. So now it goes back around. Go back around. Wait, and so then, but during the path, we get somebody on the other side that helps us, right? So now when we get back together, the person on the other side, now he's possessed, and we got to go against him all together. But now that person on the other side got a different possession, so now you got to go back around again.
But that was so
Like,
cold with keeping everybody in rotation
It
because
was.
the monkey wrench was like when they started finally killing niggas off the show, they was like, we gonna make an alternate universe. And they alive. You know? And now you gotta go there. It's like the whole game back together. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that dog. Like when Mama came back, I'm like, bro. The mama was never even in the show. Y'all gave her a spot, nigga.
The
Like
mom was in the show the very first episode.
I remember that.
like, y'all gave her a spot. Like, we gonna give you a season. You got a love interest. They gave Mama all kind of shit, dog.
shit.
No, that's
Like-
funny.
Like, that's why I'm like, dog,
They the goats for that.
they go, bro. Like, they fed they actors, bro. Like, we gonna bring you back. We gonna just possess another nigga to say that's you. Like, we always go like, we gonna keep you in here. Like,
You made it. You good.
you good, man. That's why like Castiel had to get to me. I thought he had some of the most solid money because he never had to switch a body.
Nah.
Like he's like, I'm always gonna stay this angel. That angel body done went through all kind of shit. And I guess the only thing in the contract was like, well, you got to be regrettable about this.
Right.
You gotta feel bad. Like, this nigga got a family. We gonna throw you in different bodies, but you want to
Right.
keep this body. Like you gonna talk about this nigga family, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, like You got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
man.
bro. Like, Supernatural, when you watch it as a whole, it was so many stories and so much shit.
It was
it was a whole lot, bro.
So much, bro. Like, it was so
That's
much.
why, like, in this last season, when they was bringing back, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about it.
Yeah, like, dog, they went through and cut. They like, nigga, we cutting everybody a check, nigga. Like,
That was their final payback for everybody. Hey, you know what? Y'all was good all this time. We got one last check. One last check.
That shit, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, even though, like I really, because, you know, it was COVID, like, so they last episodes or two were, like, COVID set up, so it really wasn't, they had to do a different, I think there's actually a link or something about the other ending that was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I haven't read it or found out what it was, but, like, the ending was, for watching it and being a fan of it for so long, like, that was a really fuck you to COVID, because I was really mad at the ending.
You was. Like, I thought it was all right, but Cardi did not like it.
Final episode.
Bro, if they bring this back,
They gonna take it.
But I mean, I was actually mad that the spinoff didn't ever go with the girls.
Yeah.
Like, the spinoff would have been cool, because they were just like, now they was like, Sam and Dean were just like the head niggas. Like, they might just pop in for a second, but the girls were fighting monsters and all that kind of shit. So it was like, they was like Charlie's Angels with Supernatural. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what?
Take out the low level, like the guy on the slaves.
If they was true, what they should do, because the way they end it is supposed to be in. For April Fools this year, they should cut a fake trailer like they're gonna come back, because everybody gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Because
I mean, you can break
It was out the other universe.
wait,
It's our time.
wait.
I mean, bro,
In this last season, they didn't just go universe. They went like, we're gonna go. Well, no, it was universe, because they didn't do just one universe. They had God destroying every universe.
Yeah.
And it was going like, oh, this is universe 12, universe.
He had God doing Thanos slaps,
he
bro.
went to like a circus city.
This 17 in all my universes. Like, I play the 17 to see how they all work out. He's like, y'all just the most entertaining universe that I like. You know what I'm saying?
That was it, really?
Yeah.
That was the end of the. That was that.
No. It was them literally battling to kill God,
Why?
because God was a dick.
They gave God to, so the God became a child that they pretty much watched for like 5 seasons.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was like they added another character. I think he was probably one of the last newest characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that they added in there? You know who I realized they didn't bring back at all in the season? What's his name? Nigel? What was his name? The mercenary dude? They didn't. He really died. They didn't fuck with dude. Like, I like the dude though. Like, he was cutthroat with a bit, bro.
He was an asshole.
He was a regular human nigga, but he knew all about the shit and all that shit. Like, he was a regular human, but he was like British.
He's
like,
pretty much the Wolverine of the crew.
yeah, like, but I forgot. He died in what it was. He died in the Alternate Universe. I think that's what it was.
Oh yeah, he went back to the alternate universe. Yep.
He died. You know what I'm saying?
To say the son of, it was like a half-breed son of God and the devil.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
Bro, they got wild, bro.
So
Supernatural got wild.
They killed God and gave the power, pretty much God power, to the little half-breed. And he just like, he was already kind of dim-witted throughout the whole show anyway. So he was like, I'm just going to go about my life. And they crying and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, we need you. And it's like, no, you don't. You guys are good now. Like, you're good. And then after that, they just lazy. There's nothing to do.
Would you have liked the ending if they stopped it at that? Because remember the part that you don't like was
was them dying off.
Yeah. So would you have liked it more if they just stopped it once with that episode?
But see what it was, that's why they had to have them die, because
to let us know that they ain't coming back.
They ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Like, so, and I was actually fine.
So the ending he was talking about,
fine with
the ending he was talking about, like, when you watch it, it seemed like that's the true ending of the show, right? But like what to Bacardi's end, then they have one last mission that they do, but it's more like a montage. But like, this is what pissed me off about it. I don't mind. Y'all don't care.
No.
This is what pissed me off about it. Dean and Sam have been expert fighters, fighting, right? Whatever like that. So he's fighting this pack of vampires.
And they were vampires.
So out of everything,
they fought
everything.
I was just about to say, why are they fighting vampires?
Fighting this pack
episode?
pack of vampires, and he doesn't see the obvious big ass nail in the wall hanging out. So as he's fighting the vampire slams him to it.
And you know what made me mad though?
That kills him off.
Fam, you know
Dean got killed in the show.
So
it was like the ending montage, though.
There's the ending.
Fam, do you know how many times they got slammed into motherfucking walls and barns?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In a barn. So he tells me, don't die, don't kill me. You know, don't take me off. This is it. This is the final one. Dean dies. It's like halfway through it. So then you see Sam still going through his life, doing his thing, and then Sam gets his family finally. He grows old finally. His training daughter.
Trash.
He dies as an old man. So then
Where his son says, "You can go now."
Yep. Yep. His son said, he said that. And so
he always said, "Let me go" or something like that.
So then they're in. This is
the same thing Dean said to him when he was like, "Just let us."
Yeah. So this is where where Bacardi said probably this is with the COVID part, because now in heaven is this weird, this different world, I guess, and Dean's
that looks like they place.
It looks like they place. Dean's been there this whole time. But when Sam gets there, he's on this bridge, and Dean's car pulls up, and then he's like, "I've been waiting for you," technically on some shit. But it's like Dean doesn't look young. I mean, doesn't look old. Sam doesn't look old. They just like no time passed. But then and then that's
it though. Like they have like a Dawson Creek ass.
Yeah, it was Dawson Creek as fuck.
On
and
the bridge. So I mean, even the long ass fuck nigga, that episode made me mad.
that drive was long as a bitch.
Like nigga, like he died like, and that's what it was. Cause it was just like you gonna run into him when you know what I'm saying? Like
because pretty much what it was when Dean died, he had just got there.
Yeah.
And then matter of fact, that's what it was. When Dean died, he had just got there. He seen the other people that died, and then he, of course, Dean's mad because Sam's not there. So, but then, like for no reason, he see his car, he get his car, and he drives. So all while Sam's living his life, Dean is driving this long ass road. And then when Dean finally stops, he stops at when Sam finally dies, and then that's when they meet again.
Like Sam. Like at least Dean died and popped up by a bar. He had a beer, hollered at his homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yeah, you gonna see Sam in a minute." Sam died. This nigga was on the bridge.
On the bridge, looking at the water.
Wait, it did. Dean just pulled up like, "Been waiting for you." You know what I'm saying?
In heaven.
But see, that's what it makes sense. I didn't even think about
Did
it.
they defeat God?
Yes. They gave the power to another man. They gave the power to somebody else. So it's like, if they wanted to bring the show back, fans could be like, "Nope, I don't want them dead."
Wait. They took God's power
With a gun.
with
Wait, you didn't say that earlier. You didn't say that earlier.
Gun.
God made good.
I can't watch this.
That was
I
his
was serious
powers.
at first. I don't know if I can watch this film.
What?
Wait, fam, what?
God made a gun. He made the only gun that can kill him.
But it took a piece of yourself to kill him. Like, it took a piece of your soul to kill him. So if I hit you, then they hit me too. So it was a killing shot. Like, to kill me, to kill myself is to kill you.
So they were saying he did.
So we found out about it because he just shot him back in the shoulder.
Why
and
did
Sam
he
got
make
shot.
a gun that would kill him?
Well, because they needed that to kill death.
Because Chuck, which is God, his name is Chuck.
Yeah.
In the show. Chuck is the writer of this universe, and that's how he wrote his shit in the story. Like, he wanted some shit to happen.
So wait, Chuck was suicidal?
No, so here's the thing. Everybody has a death date according to death.
Yes.
Even Chuck?
Yeah, even Chuck. But the thing is, when you're God,
God's name is Chuck, by the way.
wait, when you're God,
He looks like he like live a little bit too.
Where was
Yeah,
Castiel
yeah.
in all of this?
hold on.
Castiel's probably wondering.
No,
Castiel.
but he sacrificed himself.
He did sacrifice.
But no,
himself.
so
That's how they had to kill everybody.
that is. But
Because they don't want nobody possessing to get no back in no
wait.
deal, nigga.
So what it was is Chuck made
Everybody
that
gotta go
gun
this time.
Everybody got
Hold on.
Wait. So Chuck made the gun.
because everybody got a death date. Everybody and because God, he wrote his own death date, but he can only remember what he wrote. He can't see how his true end is.
Only death knows.
Only death knows. And
So he beefing with death.
well, no, it was a proper balance, but then shit got unstable, and so what ended up happening was Death was like, Death had their own ulterior motive to
Death
defeat the
was
vibe.
cold too.
Death was cold.
Bobby was cold.
Yeah.
Like
So-
she gave me prison school.
Yeah,
That girl
yeah.
vibes.
But Death was a
Bobby
woman.
did that, you know what I'm saying?
I gathered that.
And so Death had her own plan to kill God because she wanted to stop God from killing all the universes, and so that's what that started.
I thought Death would want the universes to die.
No, because
Death gotta work.
Death gotta work. So what it was is God. He was like, okay, I'm gonna give it to Sam and Dean so y'all can do that for me. He was like, it's a kill shot. He didn't want to do it and everything like that. But then, like I said, the new little kid.
Yeah, they ended up making like a booby trap.
Yep,
To trap him out there or whatever.
Yep, and
what it was, the little kid, because he was half
Half-breed.
which was really like
So he was half deaf and half God.
he was half Lucifer, half human. Which
Okay.
apparently
That
makes you stronger than God.
Yeah,
apparently so.
I've heard like they've done that before in other.
Yeah, I mean they call him was it a no? Was it yeah?
Nephilim?
Is it a Nephilim?
Bro, I have
I
zero.
think it is a
clue.
Nephilim.
Probably.
I have
it is a
zero.
Nephilim.
Don't ask me. I have.
But
zero.
so I mean that's what I'm saying. So he and we already kind of saw his powers whatever through our seasons, but they had to pretty much do a ritual whatever. He had to do certain shit whatever that death was taking him on to do, and it was all to set up though when they meet God. God would of course beat the shit out of him, but he also kind of like did some damn near like spirit bomb shit. Really?
No, not spirit bomb. What's it where? Who was it that like the more you hit them, they take on what?
Yeah, you take on like
it's like the Black Panther suit, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
pretty much
spin it back out, like
Yeah,
give it back
spin it
out.
back out, yeah.
So he beat the shit out of dude, and of course Sam and Dean had to get their ass beat to the brink because you don't kill no
By
heroes.
God?
Yeah, by
Yeah,
God.
by God.
Because you don't kill no heroes. You know what I'm saying? You just wave your hand and throw these niggas around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which again, why Sam being died by a nail in the wall was disrespectful.
Dean.
I'd rather you just get killed by a monster. Just get killed, get bit. Because I was worried when Sam got bit seasons ago.
The fake things that they thought was going to happen, how they died. Remember when they showed all the fake ways that they can die?
They was going to kill each other.
Those was better than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So God threw all them around, and that's how while they were getting their ass up, Lil Folks was restoring his power and absorbing all this kind of shit. And next thing you know, he just kind of like destroyed God.
Yep.
Like you know what I'm saying? But he destroyed God, and I don't know how he got the power, how he became God.
Well,
I guess because he's like the highest.
Well, yeah, there was the void and then everything. Yeah, it was the next.
Maybe that's so he was already half demon, right?
half Lucifer.
So he's now half God. So it becomes one whole of both, a yin and a yang for balance. That's how they ended the show, which is kind of.
They should have said something like that. That makes it way more interesting if you.
I mean, that maybe like I'd have been happy if that's what he would have gave them as a.
But let's hear all this. Well, so what you said? Let's say that's the introspective ending, and then it's like, oh, but wait, let's do one more episode after that because that's what they did.
How did they do this?
When Sam and Dean died, this is all what happened at the end and how it ended and how he became, and then afterwards they give us another episode. They go on that one last mission, and
they go to.
Oh wait. I thought all this was in the same episode.
No.
This is like an episode later.
The last episode was us starting
Dawson Creek
on
shit.
a random ass vampire mission.
Yep.
So I was mad all.
That's how they died?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's how
thought
Dean
all
died.
this was the same
Like they
episode.
already saved the
So
world.
they saved the world.
So
like
they
they
did all that shit.
God got defeated, and then they go on a random vampire mission.
Yep.
This motherfucker dies, and then this motherfucker just gets old and then dies.
Yep.
Bro, that's
Wow.
He gets so old. That's what made me mad too. Cause he gets so old that they got this nigga hooked up in the bed in the house. Yeah, like all that shit you been through in your life, I'd be like, kill me, man. Like if I gotta be bedridden, take me off.
But
You
see,
know what
that's why McCarty theory makes sense. They was like, oh, we gotta show them that they really dead, that they ain't coming back.
Everybody, cause they killed everybody in the God saving world. You know, the God saving episode. Like they killed everybody. Everybody sacrificed, did everything they had to do to make sure they can keep pushing and be like, y'all gonna be the last one. Cause I'm saying, because when they died.
That's so funny.
Man, this is awful.
Cause I think when God died, when they killed God, it wasn't nobody left but Sam and Dean. I think everybody was dead by that point.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, so that's what it was. It was like Sam and Dean, and they just go do this random. Cause they even they made it so cold. They made it so cold that nigga, the hunters was all over the world.
Yeah.
Like this was an organization.
Yeah.
They put all these niggas in a room and made them niggas disappear.
They literally killing everybody off though.
They the honors, bro. Like
They just killed everybody off.
They killed the
no,
entire
babies
league.
and everything, dog.
The entire legion
I forgot.
of
This shit
I
is
forgot about that part.
This sounds so
Dog,
bad.
I forgot about that part.
they really sealed everything off.
They wrapped every tie up.
And then
They were like, we ain't even gonna, you ain't gonna have like a God and a devil anymore. You just gotta have one combined.
Oh my god.
One combined, so he can keep everything in order.
Yep, that's exactly what it
That
was.
is wild.
And then somebody said, let's get one more episode. Like,
Yeah, now let's close off these two niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, I'm crying because I remember when I said, yo, this is what y'all do. What's up?
Hey, Hey, what's fucked up was they didn't even put him in like.
I didn't know these niggas happened. I ain't never seen them.
Right, you never seen him. No, but what was fucked up is they didn't even put him in like a fucking like camp. They was in a cylinder.
Yeah, they was in a bunker thinking it was like hidden
bunkered in a cylinder.
And they was thinking it was hidden from because I think God was wiping all of them out.
Yeah.
And they thought they was like in this bunker hidden from God, and they trusted Sam and Dean. And Sam was in that motherfucker watching niggas.
like imagine seeing like the Thanos snap, but you see everybody. Like they was just
They did Thanos snap them niggas out of there.
So bad. Oh my God, dog.
Hey, the funniest thing about this is just how hilarious Ron thinks this all is. And he's laughing because he's so disappointed at the same time.
Because
he's like, the audacity is they give us
because I
all
watched
these
it for so
seasons, and now
long,
it's
and
like they sweeping stuff in the dustbin and just throwing it away. Like, okay, I'm done. Like, we closing this. Like,
because that's what it is. Like I've never really
no
watched the show.
continuation for nobody.
I never really watched the show.
Nothing, no possibilities.
That just
That
wiped
you
out.
that when it's like it's time to end it, it's like
Where was their dad? Their dad died. right?
Dad been dead, but he came back.
He came back.
That's so sad.
He came back for no reason, like for 4 episodes.
Yeah, they gave him a line, they gave him a moment too. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they gave
him his mama back, gave him everything.
They got the whole family back.
All that.
They had family dinner.
At last on the last season.
Like the last two, season, nigga, they brought.
They wrapped everything up, bro. It should have been wrapped
Everybody
up.
got money. Only nigga that didn't get money was that
Negan
nigga.
was
back. Negan was back.
So funny, I can't see him as guy, I forget his name. I can't see him like that no more.
Tommy, yeah, what's his name? Tom? Was that his name?
No, his real name.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean. Yeah, Jeffrey Dean. I see him as Negan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's always Negan.
Yeah, he's just always.
so I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it was like watching
No,
it, like
Tom. It was John.
like watching it, like even like watching the whole season as a whole. Like I watched it and I really kind of blew through it. So it's like the fact that Rudy kind of brought it back up now and I'm able to dissect it again. That's why it's so funny.
I know.
Because it was.
I haven't digested
it's
since
really
then.
like it's really like if you how everybody felt about Game of Thrones. It really felt
it
like
was
that.
like that, bro.
But it wasn't bad because I really enjoyed Supernatural and they've done some of the overtime shit before. But it's like when you just break it down, it was like dog. Like that's what I'm saying. The Hunter thing is so funny to me because it was like these niggas that had nothing to do with Sam and Dean. Like these niggas were just hunting monsters. They might have met them. Half the niggas was like we just heard about y'all. Y'all are legends.
Some of them was babies, bro.
Yeah, like these niggas brought their family because they was like, we need all the hunters, everybody just come here.
Did they know they was gonna get disappeared or
No, they was gonna be sad. They thought they trust them.
But wait, another thing is this. Another thing is this. They made the Hunter Society feel like these are like the rough motherfuckers. Like, no, we can do it. We can beat anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, so they all just came? Like nobody said no? Like what?
Dog, like, dog, that's what I'm
they
saying.
really
Like,
wrapped it up.
I think they had a moment. I think fam gave like a speech. Something happened, dog. And they was like empowered for a second, fam. And that first nigga disappeared. Despair came in so thick.
I gotta watch those last 2 episodes.
I gotta find that scene again. Cause I almost cried on how they did everybody, bro. Like when the baby disappeared, I think they got
Baby disappeared. I was like, oh.
They got nothing to
They ain't
lose.
got nothing to do with this, bro.
The baby,
The baby, bro. Like how you want to make me feel, nigga? Like,
No, they wanted you to know that this shit is done.
dog, that shit, like. But I didn't think about it like that because I was like, it was just God, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, because it was like I think when Rudy really broke down what Supernatural is, his possessions and deals and all that shit, like, any hunter could have brought Sam and Dean back. So it was like, you gotta take all them niggas out, bro. We not starting this story again, nigga. Like, all of them gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wild.
and that's what it was. That's what makes it so funny because it's like,
But how come Sam and Dean stayed alive?
Because they
was
was
cold.
God's favorite. Out of every universe, they were God's favorite.
that's why. I mean, that's pretty much what he told him. Like when they finally like, so you the motherfucker been putting us through all this shit because we your favorites? Like, yeah, like yeah, like dog.
No, this joke's on like.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, but it wasn't. This was even the beginning of like that's now we like that's what I'm saying. This is what I don't know what season was it? 15, 16?
16.
God
Like,
dang.
But first 5, 8 seasons, I mean, you actually got a story.
Yeah,
like, it was
yeah.
like these niggas was just fighting monsters. Like, okay. And it was like, well, we gotta turn this shit up a notch. We gonna end up having to close
We gotta turn it up a notch.
We gonna end up having to close this book at some point, man. Hell, like,
Bro, the fact that they actually turned it to a book.
Yeah.
Because within the show, there was a God who so.
So, Guy had a.
Right, this is how they made Guy. When you first meet the character who played Guy, he is somebody who writes a book, and it's a fan fiction book about Sam and Dean.
Yeah.
Using Sam and Dean's name, and there's a whole fan club, and Sam and Dean find out about it.
That episode on this.
This is the episode, right? This is when you first meet him. Now you don't know he's God at that moment, but this is you know. So then after like everything goes when they was fighting the devil and Lucifer and all that, then they found out about the angels, and then they got to figure out who God is, and then he pops back up like, hey, I'm God.
They brought him back.
So that's when you learn that he's God and everything. And
Which whoever threw that in there, because it was like I liked the fact that they were a comic, like a book.
But see, that's the thing. That's I'm like and when you go back and look into it, like I was like, oh yeah, no, yeah, it was me. I was writing about you, and they're like, why was you writing about us? We're like, you know, this is a good story. But he's like, he's literally writing what we've been going through.
Like he's writing.
Like they turned the show into a book.
I was like, it was like Supernatural was like to me as a show. Did a lot because it was a lot of universe within the universe within the universe. Yeah. Like because I mean they've even had episode where they were actors and they thought that they were just like they were really
like they broke the third wall.
Yeah, they were like they were
the fourth wall. They broke the fourth wall.
But they were like, bro, I don't feel like we're supposed to be doing this. Like this doesn't feel like they think they were really like actors or something like that. Like it was like so it's like they've done so much with it, but it's like having God write is like, but like the overall thing when you finally realize who God was, he was like, you got to just writing this shit up. Like I just
yeah, it sounds like once upon a time.
Yeah.
So.
I mean.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take this break real quick, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about what we've been up to, man, just to make sure we can...
Well, we still got to talk politics for a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought we did that at the beginning.
I thought we did at the beginning.
We didn't talk about that. Y'all been trying to avoid that.
Yeah,
Y'all trying to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all been trying to
This was
avoid it.
deflected a few times. Like, we ain't really a political podcast.
I don't want to talk about no politics. I just want to talk about white motherfuckers acting stupid.
Yeah, that's me too. Like,
talk about this nigga, that motherfucker.
Well, we'll come back and we'll talk about the shit that's been going on in the world.
Nigga, Drake sick. Nigga, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
All right. We are back. Hey. Hey,
What was that low ass sound?
Hey, man, listen, you
that
messing up the flow, bro.
Jazz radio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess you gotta just lay it in.
That's that coming in with Geekset.
If you are listening to this podcast, I got popcorn.
This nigga was scarfing popcorn down.
I highly
Took on
suggest
break.
that you, if you was listening to this podcast, I highly suggest this is the video you watch. If you haven't watched any Geekset video, because I'm gonna rewatch this whole video on my big screen because I want to see the progression. Because there's a progression in this video.
Real talk. I don't give a fuck. I bit into my little edible, my gummy.
I did.
And that shit kicking in. It's definitely kicking in. I don't think they've ever really had a show where like majority of us was on the gummy. Like I feel like when we out of town, those trips feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Because I feel like C2E2 was. Well, C2E2 was kind of wild, though, too.
That was
a pretty wild day.
But I mean, yeah. I feel like,
Expo was
but I feel like,
wild.
yeah, this is definitely like a...
If you haven't watched the video, this is an episode to watch.
This is an edible-driven podcast episode. So, you know, shout out to anybody who wants to provide nourishment.
Yeah. Right. My God.
But no, yeah, yeah, this is a very... I can't wait to see that change.
Dog, it's gonna be funny.
I feel like...
It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be super funny, man. All right, so we said we're gonna talk about some political stuff.
Oh yeah, we just gonna talk about white people being white people
It
for a
has
second.
been a very weird
Hold on.
start
Before we get to white people, before we get to
bro.
white people, just in general, this has been a very weird start to 2021. Like I said, we have been having a very good time.
Yeah.
America, though.
Yeah.
America.
America
You know what
feels
I'm saying?
like it's imploding.
America.
So,
Like,
did-
did
y'all know about
imploding?
Did y'all know about the storm at the Capitol before? Like, I didn't know.
I had no idea.
knew there was gonna
I just heard when Diz sent the message like these fools storming the cap. I didn't think nothing of it. I was like,
I mean, I feel like
I was like, all right, people just going up on there. Then I seen the motherfuckers breaking. I'm like, what are these people doing?
yeah.
They had to think about the protest, and I was like, some bullshit gonna happen.
Yeah,
And
like
it's
when I heard about
didn't-
the protest.
When I meant some bullshit was gonna happen, I meant like, you know, every time they had like the protest, it'd be like some niggas come and go fight them. I ain't never think they was gonna go into the try to go into the Capitol and make it in.
The funniest thing is that they made it in and they had no idea what to do. Like they did not know.
Well,
Nothing.
so
Like, they had no plan.
So there is no defense to this, but I mean, in some defense, it was like half staffed or something too because of COVID or whatever. Like I think
Yeah.
it was like very minimal staff in there because they
No,
no shit like
he ain't
this.
talking about the police. He's saying the people who stormed it didn't know what to do.
No, but some of the stuff that's been coming out,
Yeah.
they had a
Some
legit.
people had plans.
They had plans. They was talking about.
They was talking about
They
kidnapping.
was talking about kidnapping. They showed people like the FBI was saying like this. There was a real organized thing.
They wanted to kidnap some of those top officials to stop the
They
electoral.
put gallows up and said hang Pence. Like
Well, they did a really shitty job.
Well,
because they looked like they didn't know what the fuck.
So they
were
didn't
doing.
know what to do, but like I said, man, what's the guy's name? So the black cop that at first people was clowning him because they said
They said that he ran.
He ran,
But-
but what he really did was he let them
away 'cause he knew-
because if they would have made a right instead of a left, they would have been where everybody was at. All the targets that they were looking for would have been there
because
and it could have been
They were
worse.
essentially looking for. They were essentially all of Congress pretty much was in that
Yep.
same hall.
So
that day.
he did that, and they kind of
That's like
followed
he was playing heavy red light, green light, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Because I was like, and I'm like, even to be, that's what made me even like. I mean, we don't want this to happen anyway, but it was like, fam, y'all really didn't have no business being there when one man is just like turning his back, and then y'all just follow a little bit, and then he took back at y'all. Y'all all stop, like y'all all stop, like y'all mob.
It was
cuz,
red light,
you know
green
what I'm
light as fuck.
saying? Y'all red light, green light. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
some wild shit.
Like y'all really
They
made
weren't doing red light, green light. Somebody got to edit that. Like red light, green light.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were really like, you know what I'm saying? So
Damn,
like.
I gotta do that. We gotta do the voiceover. We gotta do it today. We gotta do it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what it was like. So it was like, when that was weird to me. Like it was definitely like watching the shit go down. Like certain situations. Like I was glad the dude got out there safe.
Yeah.
And it happened to him because I'm looking at this like I felt like I was talking in this man's head like he on his horn like where the fuck is y'all at? like that's when he turned around though. He don't want to see them.
Yeah.
He don't want them to see his frustration. So he got to stop and get him like the scary face. Then he run and turn around like, man, where the fuck are y'all at? Nigga? Like, dog, like, they can't understand. Nigga, like, dog, like, and I'm like, I felt like, dog, like, I just,
Oh shit.
it was, bro, yeah, like, I didn't hear nothing about it. Bro, the only thing I started hearing about, of course, when they was chasing people out of the towns or whatever, that was kind of like building up to this or
Yeah,
whatever.
when they was also they was confronting people at airports and
Yep,
shit. Like
yep.
it was you could see sort of the
I
pot
heard
bubbling.
that they were on the plane. I wonder. I think it was Mitt
That was the night
Romney.
before. Yeah, that was that
Yeah,
same.
they was just like harassing the shit out of dude.
Out of who?
Out of
Mitt
Mitt
Romney.
Romney.
On the,
Really?
while they was on the plane. Yeah. Like this is the wild thing. Like nobody there had one goal. Everybody seemed to have a different perspective, but the same idea of the thing that's going
Right.
on that they went to go there for. Because some people were like being cool with cops. Some people beat the fuck out of the cops.
Yeah.
Some people were. I just heard one dude talking about it. He had a MAGA hat on, and he's talking about both Republicans and Democrats are crooked. They don't give a fuck, but yet he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no, but Trump
evading the
became-
Capitol for a political
That's
figure.
it. Because
He
Trump
became more than the Republican
he
Party.
became his
Right,
own
like
thing. MAGA is
it's
his
a
own
cult.
thing, bro.
MAGA is a cult.
MAGA
Like,
is
Yeah,
his
they're cool.
own thing out of this
Yeah.
world.
I mean, I
bro.
didn't really see
I
it
wouldn't
either.
be surprised if Trump attempts to purchase a state somehow or become a governor of one of them.
Ain't nobody voting him nowhere.
And no, you know,
his people.
It's
Mike,
his people.
They all gonna move somewhere?
dog.
Think about it. Think about his base. They're all
Dog.
1%ers. If he buys an island and says,
I wouldn't say all of his bases.
well, no, I'm saying, but he has a shit ton of them. He has a
Them niggas in the Capitol was not 1%ers, nigga. They was not 1%ers.
Right.
The Capitol.
No, but he has he got people that was
he got people that run the gambit.
Yeah, right. There's people that will spend their money just to live on MAGA Island.
Bro, he got, and what's funny is that like 80% of his followers are all poor as fuck. Yeah. Like, do you? I read the funniest shit. I read the funniest shit when I read Trump looked at his supporters and was disgusted. Like,
wait, did you see?
These ain't my people. What he was saying,
bro.
That is the funniest thing. There's a video.
Well, Trump's son, when it was going on, Trump's son, I guess he went live or something. And he was showing. You see Donnie just looking down like this.
Right.
So it's truly like he's looking down on him.
He's like, these people, like,
that's messed up,
bro.
Yeah, so I'm like, no.
I mean, it is messed up, but the thing is that they're like, no, they're not well off, and they're following this dude that don't give a fuck about them. Like
about nothing.
Well, I mean, people say about politics anyway.
That's crazy. Well, I guess it's not.
Well, it was really more,
crazy,
but you also got to understand what y'all don't understand is like I really didn't want to talk about dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's what I told somebody else. Like, fam, he's a social media phenomenon. Like, this is not like Obama, who was just like a person that we knew his actual background and he became the president. Like, this man became the president by being. It's like when we all was weird when Arnold Schwarzenegger became governor. Like, bro, what? Do y'all know what this nigga do for a living? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, the Terminator?
But hold up, to Arnold's defense. He did take politics seriously and went like a path.
But I mean,
he did act like a rich guy.
It's also not the first time that we've had a celebrity president.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah,
but the thing is that they don't.
But his character,
Donald Trump literally acts exactly like himself.
I mean,
with just the title of the president. A lot of presidents, a lot of those people in those positions, they have to maintain a certain integrity, so they act a certain way. Donald Trump did it. Like,
he don't admit to nothing. Nothing. There has never been a my bad. There has never been a I was wrong. It's everything, and it's like it's me. And then if you go against me, then you're fake.
Yeah. I feel like his whole life, like, is like, bro. If you really think about everything he did, is like his whole life is like Cardi got the show now where it's like Cardi do whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where it's like this Cardi being Cardi. Like, I feel like that's what it is. It'd be like
Donald being Donald.
Yeah, like Trump as the president. Like, Trump's gonna be the president. He just walking around going like,
you know what I'm saying? Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
Because he's Trump. Like, it's just Trump, he's not changing his character.
Wait, is Trump the equivalent to Snoop for us? So remember how we were saying like Snoop just do anything?
No, we ain't going.
We ain't doing Snoop like that, dog.
No,
we ain't doing
I'm not talking about that.
They did follow a very.
This is how Trump does. Trump was in wrestling.
Yeah, he wasn't wrestling.
He just popped up. Trump was in movies. Like
they do follow a tight walk of like.
You can just do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. Like Snoop, how would y'all feel if Snoop ran for president?
Would you be shocked? No.
Would you think he can do it? Because I feel like he can do whatever. Like, he does everything.
Right.
Like, only thing, and we already legalized weed, so it's like, we know he gonna push that shit like, nigga, everybody got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna push it. They ain't gonna talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't do that comparison.
Because I mean, it's the same thing, celebrity president.
I can't do that comparison.
I'm just saying, Trump does whatever he wants, just like how Snoop does.
I don't want to compare like that, but it's...
Y'all just naming rich white men at that point, though. They most do what they want.
But they haven't done...
No, but that's what I'm saying. The difference, though, that's why I agree that we can't put Snoop... Like, Snoop is still the better in this. But the life that we see, because Snoop does everything and take everything seriously.
He does.
Yep. He does.
You know what I'm saying? Trump doesn't take anything seriously.
He just does it for the title.
Some reason,
so he can say, I did that.
A society of life loves him enough to be like, we should let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should let him be the president.
The greatest feeling, too, the greatest thing I've been seeing is everybody cutting him off, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that is just, like, it is so
It's a crash and burn.
It's so funny.
But see, like, dudes is already, like, it's not like, that's what y'all keep talking about. Like, fam, it's all these, I've been laughing at everybody.
I've been coming out.
I'm like, the no
chick
fly.
who actually had the Animaniacs when they...
The dude that cried in the airport.
Dog, you treat me like a black guy. What are you... Dog, I'm like, yo, you out of control.
That's the quiet part out loud.
I said, yo, you out of control, bro. I'd have definitely said that to everybody. Like, you out of control, bro. Like, take that L. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's some
Like,
of the best stuff to watch. Those
like, dog,
meltdowns.
like that's what I'm saying. Like when people talk about like even the riots, like the people that were actually rioting, bro. Like what I saw was mamas in wheelchairs, you know, mentally not stable people. Like how you get in here, like. Like when you really sift through the pictures and you can really look through the crowd. Like how the fuck you get in it? Who lets you? Like the fact that the mama was in the wheelchair. Like cuz.
Dog.
You think it's gonna be that sweet? You gotta know it's that sweet that you finna bring your mama in a wheelchair and run her up in the Capitol. Like you gotta know that because my thing is if I was in my heart was like. I would love to storm the Capitol, but I got my mama with me. And the opportunity arose, mama get left outside. Mm-hmm. I tell her about it. You know how to use your hands. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass back to where you need to be. But I'm not gonna roll you up in here where they could be possibly shooting, and I'm gonna leave your ass to dry.
The crazy thing is that she had to have been one of the first people to be up in there because after a while people were breaking windows to get in.
That's what I'm saying. Like you ain't
she
talking mama through a window and in the wheelchair.
He took mama to the front lines.
Like dog, like
push the police.
Like you push through people, bro. Like in a wheelchair. Like I'm more mad. That's why I was
bro,
really like.
You ever ran like you know in the hood? You find like a random like grocery cart, and you run, and it always wobble away and fall and shit.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be steady with your mama. You got to be steady in a riot with your mama. Cause that
front wheel go wherever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That nigga is running around. Nigga don't care about this wheelchair body. Like, boo this. Why is this here? You know what I'm saying? Because you got privileged white people like, why is there a wheelchair here? Like, because they don't really. You really brought her? Like, bro, like I don't like. I just couldn't believe like the dude that was like so. That was true, right? That, like I've been seeing a Simpson thing about the dude dressed.
I don't think so.
The tattoos were wrong. The tattoos were put on the Simpsons character, but the rest was.
The rest was
though. Yeah, the fur hat and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember that episode.
Yep.
What did they do on that Simpson episode?
This one's a '90s, late maybe early 2000s episode.
That's
where
why I was
McGregor was going America crazy or something like that. Like,
oh, so dude could have probably did it just on the strength of like I've seen this already in Simpsons, and I'm finna wear this costume.
He could have.
You know what I'm saying?
Why? Like,
shit!
He cosplayed.
Wait a minute. What if there's a whole group of people who's like, all right, we just gonna do everything the Simpsons did just so we can keep the
that don't explain Donald Trump, bro.
So we can keep the Simpsons. That don't right me.
That wouldn't explain Donald Trump.
Yeah, that wouldn't explain Donald Trump.
And other various oddities that just cannot be explained.
Yeah, Fam is really Chuck. Matt
Dog, that would be crazy.
Fam really Chuck, bro.
That'd
you know what I'm saying?
wild.
He definitely like I'm trying to figure out if I'm his favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna know.
But we ain't disappeared yet.
Yeah,
so.
we had a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh shit!
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, yeah, I felt like so. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, when I watched it, because when it happened for me, like, it was still funny to me because it was ditch escalation by text that really had me, and I still was like, they doing what? Like, because I remember this protest wild. It was like right like, oh my God, they storming in the building. And I'm just like, because I remember looking at my phone like, what?
Because the way it happened.
He said they got in.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Happened, my computer, way my computer is at home and I'm working, the TV is back, like, behind me. So every so often, I turn and look. And so when I turned to look the first time, it was just a protest, shit happening. So I go back and do some work. I turn back again, maybe like 20 minutes later. You see niggas like they fighting the cops. I'm like, no, they trying to get in the Capitol. I go back do some more shit. I turn back around. I just see niggas breaking glass and they inside. I go, what the fuck happened?
Like the homie that was like, I just want to talk about the people, the characters of the
There was definitely characters.
The homie that was promoting his album, bro. Did y'all see, dude?
Yeah. No, I didn't see
nigga, it was the black, the nigga that had the Nipsey.
Oh yeah,
that nigga actually was on like
the one that was standing in the Congress.
No,
that's somebody else.
That was somebody else.
Oh no, not that dude. Like I still want to know who dude is.
Yeah,
like, I'm like,
I want to know what he's looking at because he had that like he's looking like where that.
Bro, the funniest meme I saw from that was I'm just here to deliver DoorDash. Like, I was dying, bro. It's like
No, what's funny about it is the timing of
Because
Power.
he really looked like he just there to do something, but don't understand what's going on around him.
No, that was like he was like the first.
Did you watch Power Book?
Power Book.
Power.
Book of Ghosts.
Oh no.
So there's a character in there, right? And
I know what y'all saying he's supposed to be. Yeah.
And it literally, remember that ended Sunday. Sunday was the episode, and then that Mondays when they stormed the Capitol.
Oh, Wednesday
when they stormed the Capitol, and so every episode that character has been going against the main character, like doing some shit that's like fucking up the family name.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody was like, "Fam, Monet gonna be upset at you with this one."
They did that. Then they did that the same outfit or some shit. Or like,
Well, that's how he dressed in
That's how he dressed.
That's how he dressed. So that's why it looked just like him.
But I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They
the
had
black
the one
dude,
that was like,
like
he
the
looking
random.
for
I need to
Stevie.
know why fam was there. Like, I just need to know why.
Bro,
Like
he was-
like the other black dude that had the tattoos, we knew why he was there.
And it's so funny because it looked like he just casually walked in and was just standing there
So,
like,
oh shit.
I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The first time I saw it, I thought it was Photoshop.
I thought it was Photoshop.
I was like,
the way how stiff the body.
I was like, why somebody Photoshop that guy in
Like,
there?
bro, it's pure chaos in the Capitol.
Look like he watching a one-on-one.
I'm like, no, did somebody's like inside joke go way too far? They just how did the inside joke go viral?
It's pure chaos in the Capitol, bro. This nigga like he is really just looking for somebody. Like
I bet you though, at some point his story gonna come to light.
fam, somebody know the nigga. That's why I'm mad. Like somebody know who he is. Like why we don't know this man's story by now? Like he's meme famous for one. So it's like you should be out here trying to claim it. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to go to jail.
They
though.
showed us. There was a viral Snapchat photo. Of
Oh,
him,
they
or
found him?
video. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. So he
I
actually
didn't
says.
either.
But I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, bro, I'm like, dude, like
Yeah,
dog.
he was cold for being there though, because it's just like, fam, why?
Fam, I mean, I just want to know why he was there with his little backpack. Like, what you was trying to get, fam? And a little jacket.
Tell me about the rapper dude though. Like I haven't heard.
So
this one.
I didn't hear about him either.
the rapper dude was literally like on his IG, had all his information. Hey, I'm like, dog, I know his shit had to be filled with you going to fucking jail today, nigga. But he was really like, yeah, I'm just down here in the Capitol, man. He's smoking this weed. I think he's smoking weed, whatever. Like, promote my album. Like, my album for to come out. Like, y'all make sure y'all check up on me, whatever.
Fam
whatever.
wasn't even there for the pro.
No, he was not.
Not at all.
Not
Not
at
at
all.
all,
He was the only
dog.
thought happening.
Not at all. That's what I was like. But that's what made. I was like, I don't know how to feel. It was almost like a sigh of relief. Because I felt like if he'd have been on some MAGA shit, I'd have been really pissed.
But wait, I wonder at what point did he was like, I'm gonna get in front of them cameras. Like, no, or at what point, like, he probably went there like, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna promote the people. But at what point did he notice that they was gonna breach it and like, oh shit, they about to break in this bit. They gonna be some cameras.
I think it was luck. I purely think it was luck because if he was really out there selling CDs or whatever he was he selling music or was he? Just,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have no CDs or nothing popped
So
up.
he
but
was
I mean,
probably
talking
just
about-
out there trying to. So
Like, you could bring more
That's what leads
follow-
me to think that it probably was planned. Because if he's selling those CDs, he just knew he wanted to get to the cameras so he could get
Right.
onto that, like, you know, to get
He was
on
like, if
Instagram
I
and SoundCloud.
if I get to that camera.
Took a couple
whose
pictures.
camera he go up to?
He was
on
on
the news.
Yeah, one of the news channels.
Oh, I ain't see him on the news. I saw him on the video my guy showed me was his actual IG.
Oh,
Like him live, like his IG live, like yeah, we up in the Capitol, like this, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the narrow
This nigga
one,
he had his
I thought he
contact.
meant like he was on like a TV
Oh, you talking
station.
about my shit? No, yeah, yeah, he was on his own IG live.
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely
Like
played
all
it.
his
He
contact
saw that, he was
information,
like, going
whatever.
out there.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like his Snap story or whatever. Like so it was like, but it was like, bro was like, I said I had like a sigh of relief because I was like, unless his rap album's all about MAGA shit, then that's you know.
There
That's,
was that one rapper though that was all about MAGA. He prided himself in being the conservative rapper, and he was MAGA the fuck out. He died about 4 months ago.
oh, then we know it wasn't dude then. Was it COVID?
No, I don't know. Probably I haven't, but I have no idea. But dude, he was like he had like hundreds of thousands of followers. Like
I mean, because that's what even made me mad. Though.
rap
That made me mad
music,
about dude
bro.
anyway. Because it's like the fact that you in the Capitol and you want to get like you here because I'm trying to get some fans. Like you know who looking at this, fam. Like
He on that what they white people buy or was it Republicans
Parlor.
buy shoes too?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the
man.
Attack on Titan.
King face.
The Attack on Titan meme that they had when they
when they had them scaling, they had the
Scaling
type.
The wall skills is fun. Like I've seen someone do the Mario
Oh,
Brothers
it's the
music.
wrong
That shit
dude.
had me crying.
I
dog.
saw the one with the girl. She did the busted
Busted challenge?
Yeah.
That shit caught me so off guard, bro. Dog, I watched that shit so much. That shit caught me off guard, dog. That shit was stupid, though. But even like, see, like, bro, these niggas.
Dog! His name is Megatron.
That's the dude.
That's
the dude that
no,
died?
the dude's name is Kingface, but I just seen that he put like his alias Megatron. Dog.
Is that the one I'm talking about, or the one that you?
No,
the one that died?
this is the dude that I was talking about that
died?
that died back in, let me see, October.
Yeah, them some followers, fam.
Yeah.
That's what he believed. He believed in that. He thought that was bigger than what.
He had
Can you believe that?
177K.
He wanted. That ain't even a lot. That ain't even a lot of followers.
You know what kind of energy you got to put into to try to get MAGA followers.
Yeah.
fam?
Conservative thug. He was for real with his shit though. He
You
wasn't
fuck
just
with
doing
him?
this.
You giving reviews?
Huh?
You listen to it?
I did. I was curious to find out.
I mean, how
This
did it sound?
motherfucker had some real Donald Trump raps. Like,
Did he say like? I mean,
had
did he
MAGA
say-
raps.
He fucks. He said like fuck niggas. Like he didn't like us.
Oh man, I can't recall all that. Remember
No.
some.
How you not hear MAGA? Like he didn't call COVID like kung flu or nothing like that.
Pretty much. You know what I'm
Boy, ain't
saying?
nobody.
Like,
You
but
like
then-
him. You don't want to tell me what you like about him. I'm sorry.
I do not like.
We got to give Donald Trump his congratulations.
No, we don't.
For being the first double impeached president.
I mean,
I'm still like,
yeah. I mean, shit. I ain't
Oh, that's the first time he's really number one in something because he's never been number one in anything.
He definitely never been in number one or anything. So he gonna take
He got
that one.
impeached twice, bro.
he could take that L.
You know how
Yeah.
trash you got to be to get impeached twice?
I mean, apparently we just found
Within
out.
a few months.
Yeah,
It wasn't
it's
even like twice.
it's not
it wasn't like twice in 2 terms.
I was like, what made me mad? It was like it's not even. It's like, fam, we had this nigga for 4 whole years, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah,
y'all
man, it's
gave-
way too late.
Y'all gave that nigga the whole run, so we good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like at this point, like y'all doing that shit. I feel like that's just what America does. Like when they finally catch on, they just do a little hand slap, like whatever. Or
Well, yeah, that's it. That's
we
what
gonna finally
it is.
just step
It was
in.
like,
like-
yeah, it's that way they can truly put an asterisk by his name and shit like that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all it is. So I mean, I don't really care.
That's already fuck. Dog, that is gonna be a part of United States history for life.
It's gonna be in the history books. I mean, that's what he wanted, so we gonna get it. All right, we can get off this.
It's embarrassing though. It's like
Yeah.
so stupid. Like these motherfuckers really tried to have an insurrection. They really thought they was gonna go in.
They didn't have an insurrection,
take
fam. They didn't know
over.
what they was gonna do.
They
Like,
thought
bro, I
they was
saw
gonna
the
take
video.
over and
Enough-
start a
enough
new
of them did.
and start a new monarchy. They thought they was gonna start their own MAGA country.
It was
bro.
the Boston Tea Party, bro. That's all
They
it
thought
was.
they was gonna start their own MAGA country. Like this
In the
is-
Capitol, though.
in-
It was
in
like
the-
they thought they was gonna overturn everything and make everybody follow their rules.
Exactly. Like that is just in itself the concept and the idea that they even had like the balls to go do that. It's just
That's what I'm saying. Like, wait,
it's
bro.
so
it's so
it's
crazy.
hilarious.
It's wild.
It's hilarious and wild and it's serious, but
It's
it's
true
so
privilege,
funny
though.
because it's like,
Definitely
what the
true
fuck did
privilege.
y'all think?
Like y'all really thought y'all outnumbered everybody,
They
or y'all
did.
thought that you were just
The
like.
funny thing is that they did though.
But they had nothing to
they
do. They
did.
didn't know.
They did.
That's because they let everybody in, bro. You
But
you
they-
can't put an assembly together when you got wheelchair mama up in here, like. You know what I'm saying?
They
And
had-
the slow girl
Hey,
in
you
there
think
at the
they-
wall.
they
The slow
outnumbered
girl taking a
everybody.
fucking like elementary school picture, like
You think
y'all.
that's why the police let them go? Like they didn't take them seriously? Like these niggas.
This
ain't-
nigga, bro, I saw one video. This nigga was in there like heavy breathing, like, oh my god, I just need to smoke some weed. Someone give me some weed. Anybody got some weed? This nigga like grabbed somebody weed. He was like, I'm smoking weed in the Capitol. I'm so cool. And it was just, I'm like, bro, is that what you in here for?
That's why I'm saying they went
Right.
in there. They didn't even know what to do.
They didn't know what the
like
fuck to
they
do.
might have had all of these organized, quote unquote, organized plans that they were gonna do, but they were just like saying things. When they actually got in there, they didn't know how to execute it. Like it would have happened. It could have happened. You know, like they could have easily overtaken everything if they were smart, but they were fucking stupid. You know, like they didn't know what the fuck it was.
I feel like
it looked
I feel like that's giving it too much credit of just chance, like that, or at least taking away some of the seriousness of what actually happened. I don't want to call it that they was just too.
It
stupid.
is taken away from it. I recognize that.
But
I mean, they found
like
stuff in
when
there,
you
though. Like,
when
they
you
really-
when you
It
look
is.
at some
Well,
of the
yeah,
stuff
well,
that
yeah.
come out,
Yeah,
I
the
just
stuff
don't think
that
we
came
should be
out
taking
now.
away from the seriousness of it. Like,
Well, here's where I truly
it's
think
not.
of it.
Hold on, I got it because Diz getting upset over.
No.
it.
I'm literally not. I'm just saying.
I know my statement was like, and it shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, but in almost in reality, like in that perspective, it was really like they were fucking stupid.
Well,
Like,
but this is what I was going to say to that.
Huh?
This is what I was going to say to that. Here's what most likely happened. This is my new theory with everything that came out. I believe that they did have a group that had a plan, and then they said we're just going to surround ourselves with the other useless supporters. So that's why most of it seemed like there wasn't shit. Like, oh, people was there because they were like, yeah, we're gonna get the people who just want to fuck up some shit and do some stupid shit. But then whatever group that was,
Yeah, because there was
multiple groups there.
That had like zip. There were people like who had the zip ties who were
Yeah,
trying
but
to
those are
repel
the dudes
down.
that are caught. Like, they didn't even get to even achieve that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, though, that's not something that you should just make light of.
Some people had a plan, and
I'm not making light of. The reality of it is that, like, they were fucking stupid. They didn't know nothing. Like,
they could be stupid.
They
but
didn't know
some
nothing.
people,
It's embarrassing.
but it was-
I don't wanna do this. I don't
It's
wanna do this.
insane to see
I don't want to do this.
people from our country
I was trying to veer us back off
you
of it.
know?
I knew
like
I feel like I felt that team like we doing this too long. Let's get off of this.
you wanted it.
I only want to know
didn't want it.
We can move on.
I only want to talk about the goofiness of what we saw and then kind of move on that. And then that's when it starts turning to like they thoughts and feelings. And I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about all that. They did so. You know what I'm saying? Like
we can move on.
Yeah,
we off that now.
What we got next? Like, it's like
No, it's been 4 weeks, and I feel like that's the thing.
4 weeks we done seen like shit that's gonna be in 4 pages of history books.
I mean,
like in 2021, starting in 2020.
I mean, but
I'm gonna be
it's-
alive and I'll be like, yeah, I survived.
Did y'all see
2020.
did y'all see the first looks at the Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just saw that. I mean, I think that's gonna be. I mean, I'm
When
excited.
They
for
look-
it,
they
guys.
look good, but
they called
let's
Jack
see.
Steve Harvey, and I just can't unsee
Yeah.
it now.
Oh damn.
He did like
He did, and I just can't unsee
it's
it.
the deep mustache.
It is.
He got a deep.
They gave him a deep ass
They
mustache.
got to cut that in post or something.
They definitely. That mustache is iconic. Like it's pretty much Steve Harvey. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just like what? When have you seen Jax with a Steve Harvey mustache?
Yeah, he was bald too, because it's like, fam, what is this?
Like he
He wasn't bald.
He had like a really bald face.
He had facial hair too.
He ain't had that
No,
big ass
this
mustache.
was just a big.
Yeah, it was just this.
It's literally Steve
Like a
Harvey
Look him up.
mustache.
I feel like the first Jax was just had a little.
Oh no,
had
I'm
a
talking about
mustache.
in the screenshot from the movie.
Yeah, like they exaggerated his
Yeah,
mustache.
I was like, no, what is this?
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for it though. When is it supposed to drop?
I thought it was supposed to be in January, but then I think that when they moved it for COVID, I want to say April, maybe May.
I feel like, man, like I haven't seen no new movies, nothing. Like,
Fam, I just been watching anime. Like I've been catching back up on Black Clover. Fam, they just dropped.
Dr. Stone.
No, I think it starts. Oh, no, I think that's. I think that's.
It came
I
out
think that-
yesterday.
oh, did it?
Crunchyroll sent me.
But
I signed up for the alert, so they tweeted me
what
about
is
it.
Dr. Stone?
Oh, fam,
Oh,
Dr. Stone's so
Dr.
fire. You will
Stone's so
fuck with it,
cold.
bro.
No, you won't.
What? Why not?
Yeah.
What's it about?
You can tell him. Explain it to him. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
I like it, but I don't like it.
What? I love Dr. Stone.
I like Dr.
bro.
Stone.
I like it, but I don't like
Somebody
it.
gonna tell me what's Dr. Stone?
It's like it's like Bill Nye the Science Guy as an adventure.
No, it's not, bro. What happens?
That's a stretch.
That's a stretch. Pretty much, something causes the world to turn everybody.
But you got to
into
get a
stone.
disaster first, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Turns everybody into the stone, and then all of it. So this kid who's like this like super smart kid,
Bill Nye,
scientist, he awakens after everybody turns to stone, and so what he's trying to do is trying to figure out how to get everything back because like literally everybody is in stone.
He's
somewhere.
the only being on Earth
Well,
that's not in stone.
Not short. I mean, it's
not
very
even.
shortly.
That's how it starts.
'Cause he
But then
wakes
you start-
up.
He wakes up, and then you start discovering other people who also have woken up and in this world. But it's like so many years have passed. So like
It was like 1,000.
He's
Yeah.
like an agent. I am.
yeah,
Albert
so
Einstein.
like a lot of like technology is
So you
like
really
not
don't like the show.
like the people who did wake up. Like I said,
I
they
liked
don't-
it for
they don't
a minute.
like either like you just wake up in this world with no resources. The world has been
know what
back
threw me?
to like has been back turned to
That's
like
how
you
happy
know
they was about
just
them weak ass
flat
movies.
I
world.
am so lost.
Well, that's what it is. So like pretty much it's him
You
trying
lied,
to
too.
trying to
Yeah,
get
that
everything
don't
back
help.
up.
Y'all gonna help me understand this? Or
I mean,
you
he
just
explained
gonna
it-
keep
he explained
talking
it-
amongst yourselves.
He explained it
No, I was-
perfectly.
I was-
It's
I
just
was-
that.
He's asking me stuff I don't like, and I'm just kind of.
But yeah, it's pretty much just him trying to. He's trying to get the world back up to speed. He's trying to figure out how to.
How is he
de-stone everybody.
1,000 years old?
He's not.
He's not.
because
It
he was
happened
in
1,000
stone.
because when
Happened.
you
He was
don't
in
you don't
stone.
age when
you
you're
didn't age
in
while you was in
stone.
the stone.
Oh, so he was in stone. So you didn't say that. So he was in stone.
He did
and
say
he
that.
came out of stone.
Yeah, he
He
came
told
out.
me he woke up.
I said he was the first person to wake up after the stone.
Well, he did say wake up instead of like breaking
I
out
thought
of
like
stone.
he was sleeping.
He just-
everybody else
Everybody turned to stone. Then he
Oh,
woke
no.
up.
No,
Like
no.
Like, this nigga woke up 1,000 years later. I'm like,
no, then that threw me off. I'm like, wait, so he woke up and then he survived 1,000
he had the coldest sleep.
Like, what type of sleep was that? We don't age.
Nigga, that boy had some good meditation music
and
on.
then, but it turns into that, and like you start, like, you know, he's slowly, because he's smart, he's slowly, you know, figuring out ways to recreate technology that was already back in the time, and it's just helping get everybody a little bit more excited about like everything. So
I mean, it's
so the action, or I guess you get the action part, you know, during.
Oh yeah, well, pretty much one of the first. So you know, he's smart. So one of the first people that he do meet is is the Brute and everything like that. And so the Brute, he knows that Dr. Stone is going to be able to bring people back because he trusted them. But he said, well, I'm going to go around and make sure that I take out all the evil people, which is all the grown-ups. And Dr. Stone's like, you can't kill people, like, because we don't know if they're good or bad. We're not playing God. We're just trying to get everything back up to speed. So then it becomes the war between them. Like, he builds the society of people who pick and choose. Like, all the grown-ups got to go because they were evil. The kids have innocence, so we're going to let them stay. And then when they de-stone, we're all good. And then he's like, no, I don't want that. So it becomes that type of war and everything.
So I mean, yeah, it's really like I'm
still confused.
It's a very. I know you would be. It's pretty much the catastrophe happened, of course, and everybody turned to stone. The dude wake up 1,000 years later, like the stone just breaks all of a sudden. He just wakes up. He's the smartest kid in the world. Bill Nye, the fucking science guy, or Albert Einstein. I think he even kind of mimics him. Like he really favors Albert Einstein. So he's supposed to be like the smartest motherfucker truly in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's now
fighting against a nigga.
You gotta think they had to reset the Earth. So now he's alive. And, you know, now he's back or whatever, and, you know,
he's trying to bring
civilization's gone, everything is gone. So he has to start from
Stone Age,
medicine, and fire. So it's like, of course, he discovers whatever formula it was which I think that's the name of the show, or Dr. like the Stone. Like, they call him Dr. Stone because he figures out the formula to take people out of the stone. That's how he starts cracking people out and saving people, whatever, because he figured out the formula how to do it. And then from there, it just kind of turns into like a war. It's a war of like high school kids, because of course it's like he's like rescuing like jocks, and he rescues, you know what I'm saying? But then there's other people, because people have survived and have, like, you start getting more into the story because you realize some people did break out of rocks earlier and later, so there's other civilizations already been started and things have been created. But he's pretty much not, like, they were in a time where they're calling themselves pretty much like wizards or sorcerers or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I remember.
With like pretty much the smart motherfucker that was like breaking, you know, making technology and making all the new stuff. They called him like sorcerers.
Why did we go through this twice?
I don't know. Ron just wanted to just.
I'm trying to get.
I got it, and you know what I'm saying, I understand the beginning of it. And that's good enough for me. So
I feel like he has.
I didn't want to be rude and cut him off.
I was so confused.
But I was wondering the same thing. So
I mean, I feel like because you said when he said it that you was like, I still don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I was half-heartedly joking, half-heartedly like serious, but you know, I mean,
where this episode?
Well, I mean, I said it, but the reason I said it because I was trying to, because when I told him like
this
you're not
is
gonna
really
like
a
it.
Stoners episode.
Well, I mean, to me, it was like, my reason to explain it because like he said, I told him already you're not gonna like it.
But I feel
like with Rudy,
you wouldn't have did.
On the real, wouldn't have.
No, I
wouldn't have. It's all good, Rob. It's all good.
Because my thing, I was trying to explain to him in a way where it's like why I don't like it, and see, like, you know what I'm saying, like where it gets to the point where it's like you just like, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, y'all stop me because apparently y'all didn't want to hear my review of the show. So whatever, you know what I'm saying.
What other show? What review that shit?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was really pretty much giving my review of the show, like starting to break down and give my review of the show.
Points,
On the real, he was.
I don't know if that was a review.
I mean, I was giving like solid points so I could be like where he was like where I was gonna get to the point where I was like where I'd stop really caring about it. But nobody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't. No, we good now. Fuck that show. Fuck the show already anyway. Like, I was just trying to tell the nigga, like, why you don't want to waste your time on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rudy geeks about it. I was just trying to break, like, no, you ain't gonna like it. Y'all don't want to hear my part. My shit get shunned and joked on. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Stone, no, fuck it now, nigga. Like, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. You know what I'm saying?
Regarding, you seen, because I know Didge did. I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong.
The gambling anime.
Kegaguri, you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen that.
I thought you did watch
bro,
it.
I tried to watch it.
It's good, bro.
Is it?
Wild.
It's wild, but it's good, bro. Like, so it's funny because one, fam, whoever invented TikTok, fuck you. TikTok is a horrible hole to fall down. Because now, like it's ever since Oh Boy danced to my song, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna create my profile, I'm gonna keep it up and everything like that, so that way, you know.
You do any TikToks?
No, yeah, I did, but this was before.
We should do some TikToks for Geekset.
Hell no.
You're not gonna do no TikTok?
Bro, let me.
No
No,
way.
bro. TikTok is mad addicting.
You got some TikToks?
No, that's what I'm in.
Oh,
But like I said,
You
there was
I'm in.
a TikTok trend where people were emulating the characters from that show, and so they kept on doing it. And I'm watching. I'm like, man, these chicks in this show seem wild as crazy. I was like, they can't be that crazy. Let me see what this is. So that's what got me to watch it. And
wild.
bro, it's like I said, it's wild, and the storyline is crazy.
The amount of how much gambling. This is true.
Have you ever heard of that show?
This is true. Like, you want to tell somebody, hey, this is what could happen to you.
No,
if you
yeah,
gamble
actually,
too
I
much.
have.
Yeah.
This
so I watched it.
Because this show is the epitome of when gambling goes way too fucking far.
Yeah.
A chick cut her eye out over gambling,
Yes.
basically.
Oh, it got that kind of serious?
Oh yeah, bro. This
I thought it was a sexual ass thing.
No,
I thought the girls like getting off on gambling.
No. I mean,
she
yeah,
does.
she
She
does.
is.
The main character
She
does.
does.
But other people, they're just either like they're just obsessed with it. The one chick, she literally has a gun, and it's like everybody has different games that they play. In this school,
cut out her
she
eye.
plays the roulette game
She
because
played Russian roulette. That's she cut out her eye. That was the first step.
So
She lost Russian.
well, she lost. No, she won.
Yeah, that's right.
She won, and then she was like, no. Then she was like, well, you don't have anything else that I want, and she was like,
I'll give you. No, she ended up losing.
oh no, she ended up losing.
'Cause she acted like she didn't have anything
ended up
else.
losing, and she wanted
was
to.
like,
Hold on, she lost Russian roulette.
No. This is so.
whatever
in this
her
school,
other game was.
in this school,
everybody got their own type of
yeah,
game.
everybody got their own game. So the person that she was playing with in whatever card game it was, she ended up losing.
She was playing her game.
Yeah, she was playing her game, so she lost. And then she was like, no, I want to play again. I want to play because she got that rush. But she
get like, it's like points,
yeah,
like the money.
But she was like, I got it. You have no more points. And then she was like, well, she was, I gotta have something that you want because I want to play again because like she wants that rush of almost losing and winning like that.
It was weird
so,
though,
like,
because like obviously the main character gets off on basically gambling in general.
Yeah.
She got off on like the exhilaration of either losing or just almost losing.
It's like everybody has their own thing.
But I mean, when we say getting off, it's the sexual part I'm talking about, right?
Well, it's
No, you
not
just
really.
because it's not like they get like flushed and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's.
Okay.
But so what ends up happening is she was like, well, the girl, she was like, well, I always wanted to see what the inside of an eye looks like. I just never seen the inside of an eye. But then she was like, nah, I don't really want to see it anymore like that, right? And so then what she does, she's like, no, and she cuts her eye out and shows her. And then she was like, okay, that's it. Like, she really didn't, it was like nothing. But then she was like, well, let's play again. She was like, well, no, I don't want to play you anymore. She's like, but I got another eye. And so then, like, she becomes a part because she tells her, she was like,
I mean, but she's still talking with the eye, like, is the eye bleeding?
Yeah, the eye bleed.
By the time it's bandaged up and she fucked it all up.
She fucked it all up. But now the only reason why she's loyal to her because she wants to play a game with death, and that's why she adopts the Russian roulette because she says, I want to play a game where I could potentially die, but I want to die. I want that thrill of dying. I want you to kill me. And so the lady that she's loyal to tells her, okay, well, if you still remain loyal to me when it's all said and done, I will kill you. And so that's why she's so.
I told you, it's wild.
It's wild. One chick, she wants to be famous so much, so she becomes a social media star, but her gamble is a game show. It's a singing game show. So she gets people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she gets people on the show.
An idol show.
Yeah, an idol show. But like she wants you to like try to beat her. Like it's just like everybody got their own little kink. But like the show, how like the intensity of it, and like it gets crazy.
Fam, like gambling should never. That's what I said. Like if somebody like this, you gotta hit them with the just the shitty. Like, hey, this is what could happen. Because this tells you what happens if gambling takes over your life.
Yeah.
I mean, fam, so, I mean, I watched, what's it called? How Not to Summon a Demon Lord?
Oh, I saw the cover for that.
I wanted to see that.
Was it good? Oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
Because the fact that I said it, if you're watching the show now, the fact that I said it, someone's probably calling me a creep. And I want you to know I'm accepting that creepy. Because that show is full fan service. Full on fan service, nigga. You hear me? Full on. Full on. Like, and I didn't know to the first episode, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we here now. Like, I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's about It's one of those, transport to another world, like reincarnated as slime, things like that. So it's pretty much a guy who's a gamer, and in this game, he was like the most powerful PvP player.
Right.
And he was like, he called himself the Demon Lord. You know what I'm saying? And, he pretty much sat in his castle and people would come. He's always, killed couples. And, like, he's like, no one can beat me. And he, like, kind of falls asleep and wakes up. And he's, like, in this other world, but it feels like the game that he's been playing. And he's a Demon Lord. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much has all his magic and kind of retain his strength, whatever he had from playing the game. So he knows, but there's certain things that's different about it. Mm-hmm. But he got summoned by two, elf and a cat girl. And the elf girl has ginormous, and the cat girl ain't got none. She just flat washboard. You know what I'm saying? Flat washboard. You know what I'm saying? But they and then so when they summon him though, I guess because his power is like a reverse magic trick. So when they summon somebody, they're supposed to get a choker thing around them, whatever. The two girls get the choker thing. So now he's a Demon Lord with two girls on his side that got choker things.
Dog,
like, you know
this show sound.
But he's in a video game and he's still cold though. So it's like, and so when they summon him, they were like, the story coming when they summon him is that the cat girl actually has an actual Demon Lord in her. And she's like, they say if it releases out of her, if she dies and it releases out of her, it's going to terrorize the world and destroy the world, whatever. And as a Demon Lord, he's like, I'm going to help you get this out of you. We're going to just destroy it and kill it on our own. But so it's like it's a real story. So it's a regular real story of like trying to save this little girl, whatever. There's other factions coming in, and it's like the fight scenes are actually really fucking cold because it's almost like the fight scenes of the Demon Academy dude. Like he's all powerful. So niggas coming in and they like I'm the top, whatever. He just like nigga whatever. Like and like flicking niggas, like you know what I'm saying? Because he's like throwing it off because he's like apparently I'm like max level and they are all like you know what I'm saying? Like or something like he's still like gaming it, whatever. But in the middle of all of this is why when you ask somebody, when you try to put somebody on anime, they like that's the awkward shit that you see. It's dog. It's the other shit. So
The other shit.
Oh, so first off, they restore each other energies by rubbing on him, like they body on him. You know
That other shit.
That other shit.
There's some 50 Shades of Grey.
But it's funny because it's that awkward shit because of course he's supposed to be like a video game dude in real life. He's like I've never been antisocial. I don't know nobody. I've been a gamer all his life, and now these girls are just on him. So like even within like the first second episode, she was like, "Do you like big breasts?" And he was like, I don't know what to say, whatever. Then like she's smacking his like bro, like took in his hand and I'm like, bro, I'm watching this. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Because like I'm like, bro, this is a lot, dog. I ain't never really watched a full on like fan service really anime. I mean, like prison school would be like in that, you know what I'm saying? It's in that realm, but this is like more lighthearted. So it's like you're watching it as a real adventure. Like if you're watching Reincarnated as a Slime or any of these, but it's that in the middle shit that's like, it could have been another thing they could have been doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But so there was one scene that I was like, y'all, it made me slap. Like, I'm like, y'all took it too far. Where, it was when they was trying to, he had to take out, like he was like, this is the point now where they finna extract the Demon Lord out of her. And so they they got her on this like whatever, like pedestal, like the platform thing later out, like a sacrificial thing, whatever. And he's like on her chest or whatever, like rubbing her, like whatever. Like you gotta push your energy inside of her and push, reach the Demon Lord and try to like push him out, whatever. And she was like, you're not getting far enough. And he was like, the only way to do it now, like the only way to do it is you have to make a hole in her chest. And he's like, I don't want to kill her. And like, what's the other way? And then it's like an awkward moment. And she was like, you go into the other hole. And I'm like, bro, what we talking about? And then he like, like, you know how they do the 90? Like, like, and she pointing between the legs. You got to go into the other hole. And it's like, he like, what? And she like, of course, the cat girl, like, if you must do it, just do it. It's like, they have it, like,
Dog,
I was
what
like,
the
bro.
hell?
And it was like, it was really like, I don't know, I can't remember, because of course they try to do that weird, like, bright, shiny light where you don't really want to see what's something going on. So, but it's like they talking, like, I'm getting closer. And she's like, you're getting so much closer. I'm like, bro, like,
Dog.
fan service, fam.
What is this called again?
True fan service, man. How not to summon a demon lord. I just
Not to summon a demon.
how not to summon a demon lord, bro. That's it, but it's actually good though. It's really, like I said, like I realized that now I understand what a fan service is compared to, because it's like it's just what you put in the middle.
Yeah.
Like how the motherfucker go to sleep, whatever.
Well,
like,
that's how I felt about
like when they had like the first
High
time.
School of the Dead.
No.
High School of the
No.
Dead, because it had a story. It had a story. Same thing. It had a story, but it's the in between shit. Like, why do I?
Yeah, because I guess the shot,
Yeah,
but it was too much. But this one was too much. Like, bro, when they
That would sound like it had way more. That would sound like it had definitely way more than
the
it.
elf found out about rubbing her body on him first, and she was like, "Oh, this is nice," like type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they, a couple episodes later, like the cat girl come in, she like, "Girl, get up on his body." Like he's
Get
in the
up
bed,
on his
like,
body.
"Oh my god!" They just rubbing on his ass, like they like, "Dog," I'm like, "Bro, it's too much for me." Like they literally having a moment just rubbing it. I'm like, "Bro, this is a lot.
That is fan service.
This is a lot." It was so fan service, dog. Like,
It's hilarious though.
yeah, it was definitely good. It was definitely good. I mean, the fight, like they had. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like the actual story was good. It's the in between. I said, like fan service is a different kind of in between, fam. It's a lot. That's because it's so. It's you know what? It's really 50-50 too. That's why you always get caught.
Oh,
in the
you get
fan-
sucked back then, like you like.
You know what I'm saying? Like when people say, like, I'm trying to show you the anime, and then when the part they come in and see, it be because it's really 50-50. And I realized from watching this, because it would be like a fight or they meet a new character or whatever, but it's the end of the night after they go back to the end that it's like, y'all finna get into some freaky shit.
I'm telling you, but that's
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I keep on bringing it back to High School of the Dead, because
that one.
because when you watch High School of the Dead, they bring in the big breasts, right? And it's just like and it's like awkward shots of the big breast, shots of their ass. So you're like, okay, this is the type of show that I'm going to get, and you think that. And then you get to like episode 7, and then it's a full-fledged shower scene with nipples out. Not like it was like
weird.
not just the big breast. You see full nipple. I was like, I was like, okay, you already accept the low level.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this is where I'm at. Whatever, I'm gonna watch this. And all of a sudden they smack you with level 5. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
That's why I said like that's how I feel like when they escalated, like when she's like, you got to go into the other hole. Like y'all are rubbing bodies, and he was like, I can get her through the body, right? I can just touch on her. Like he was like, he was like rubbing on her chest, like I can just do this, right? She's like, no. You gotta go deeper. You know what I'm saying? And she like, huh? Like, you gotta
go like through her mouth or something.
No,
like,
fam.
They had to get that fan service in.
She had to get that fan service
That's
in, fam.
funny as a
Like,
bitch.
rubbing, like, and you know, cause they do the whole sound. So like when you hear it, like, so they be all red, blushing, acting crazy. Like, he was rubbing on her cat ears, and he like, you like that, don't you? Like, I'm like, bro. That's what I said. Like, I realized, like, fan service shit is what happens after the adventure. That's the difference. That's the difference. If you watch Naruto, Dragon Ball, like, picture Dragon Ball, but you actually saw them go home after they fought that night. Like, and Chi-Chi and them and all that. But you know what I'm saying? They just talking and they're like, are you ready for bed? And
That's the fan service.
and they go like,
Fan service begins now.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga couldn't repair his health. He could have went to bed, bro. He could have went to bed. Like, he'd be like, my MP is deleted. I'm on 1. And next thing you know, they just like, we got you. Like, it was so, we got you.
That's some wild shit, man.
It was so funny to me, dog. It was like, but that's what I said. But you know why you get caught on the awkward thing? Because if someone's in the other room, they hear the fight, but they come in after the fight. Like, what the fuck was all that? Like, what you in here watching? I heard all this, but that was the awkward thing because they at home. And it's like, what the fuck you in here watching? Like, matter of fact, my neighbor came in on me. My neighbor came in on me, and they wasn't doing nothing, but he just saw the big break. He like, bro, what the fuck is you watching? Like, he like, this ain't no Dragon Ball. Like,
long quarantine.
yeah, like, bro, like, what is... Fam, I honestly feel like What was that? What was the anime that you cut on accident when we was at the studio, the other building?
Dog,
Was it?
we don't remember. I just told you.
But I feel like it was down there. It was that dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it was down there. That dog. I don't know how old. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, fam. Like, yeah, How Not to Summon the Lord. That was that was my watch.
Let's get into recommendations, man.
Okay, yeah, we can recommend.
Recommendation. I'm actually going to recommend. No, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to recommend The Origins of the Swear Words. Or what's it called?
Oh, wait, what's the name? I know with Nicolas Cage. I caught it on for like a brief second and cut it back off, but I want to actually watch
that
it.
shit is hilarious.
I tried watching it. I didn't like it too much.
What? I loved it, bro. I
Really?
loved it.
Yeah.
Because like they go into the origins, they talk about the fake origins, then they talk about the real origins. They like it's kind of like if you like drunk history.
I actually want to know the origins of swear words though.
Yeah,
like,
It is like drunk history.
It's like
pretty
drunk
much.
I like drunk history.
I
I'm
love
about to
that.
watch it.
But where I felt really good about it. So I forgot the actor's name, but he's in The Wire. He's in a lot of fucking Spike Lee movies, and he always dropped the line "shit."
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So when they did the shit episode, they had him on there, and they was like, this is the best thing. They was like, what motherfucker is to Samuel L. Jackson, shit is to him.
Yep.
Because it was everybody knew him for it, and he dropped every movie that he did. He was like, it became my thing. You know, he got the bobblehead that when you press the button, it says it.
I need to get that. That's funny.
Yeah, I know he
got
had
a
all
bunch of
that.
stuff.
He had merch. He actually has
but
some merch.
on the episode, he was like, I'm going to perform. He's like, I'm going to do the longest shit that has ever been in possible history. And he sit there and he does it. And they just kind of go through the episode as you just see him walking around like, shit.
Yeah, they would keep queuing in on every so often, and he'd be like, "She."
Like he's trying to hold his breath and just do it, or he can't stand it.
I mean, supposedly he did it for like 45 minutes straight, going "she." So like the show would go on and shit, people would talk, and he'll just be like, like,
No, that's funny. I gotta definitely check that out.
But it's I thought it was interesting, man. I thought it was pretty dope on some, random Netflix documentary type shit, mockumentary shit.
it was all right. I'm not saying it's trash. I was like, all right. I haven't finished it. That's how I know I wasn't too much in it. But it was cool. It was cool to watch.
So yeah, that's my recommendation.
I'll go if nobody.
I'll go because I'm just gonna recommend Sweet Home because I have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, I already know that.
So go ahead.
I recommend Cells at Work because that anime is funny as a bitch.
Shout out to Champ.
Is it a new season or something?
No.
I brought it up in the group chat.
Oh, was that the group chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cells at
Yeah,
Work.
shout out to Champ.
Yeah, I saw that too. I haven't seen it. I've seen it a lot.
So
It's so
Champ
funny.
told us about it when we were shooting the Black Sheep music video.
And so I went to go check it out afterwards, and it's real life like Osmosis
What's it on?
Jones.
Crunchyroll?
Netflix. And it's real life like Osmosis Jones, but with more action. Like, you follow her around the main character, you're like, she's a red blood cell, so she's doing typical red blood cell shit, taking nutrients, like, taking oxygen, but the way that they have it doing is, like, she got, like, a push cart. She's, like, walking around the body trying to find the parts that she has to take it to, but she keeps getting lost. But then, like, randomly, you'll see, like, a bacteria pop up, and, like, the bacteria is eating a red blood cell, but before they can get anybody, you'll just hear, like, hell no! And like, it's a white blood cell. He'll come through, like, slit his neck. And so then, she's like, oh, well, thanks. Like, later, he'll, like, go down like a sewer. He gone. Because the white blood cells can get through whatever, I guess, in the body. And then, like, one of the episodes, the white blood cell, he couldn't fight off the bacteria because you kind of figure out it's like a cancer cell. So it's like now the super white blood cells, they call them like the killer T's. They come through and there's like a bunch of buff niggas. They come through, oh no, we got this. Like it's a super buff dude. And it's so fucking funny because they take their job so seriously and it's just you can't help but to laugh.
What is it called again?
Cells at Work.
It's actually I think it's on Crunchyroll too. I remember seeing the first on
probably is.
Crunchyroll. But they probably if Netflix got it, then it must be actually pretty
It
good.
be having me dying.
All right.
I mean, How Not to Summon the Demon Lord. I think I would recommend that. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying,
That's on what, Netflix too?
No, that was on Crunchyroll. I found that on Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's on anything else, but I know it's on Crunchyroll. But
It's probably on High Dive. They be having all the fan service animes.
High Dive.
High Dive. I got it with my Verve subscription. It's like one of those free subscriptions inside of it.
Oh, okay.
So like when you be scrolling through on Verve, you'll just see all the ones that it just look like it's fan service. You'll see the little High Dive symbol next to it.
high like dive bars. Nigga. Like you definitely this ain't for the faint, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then as always, man, the OG recommendation, make sure you go to geeksetpodcast.com. Make sure you follow us on all social media at Geekset Podcast. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, man. We got a lot of content that's going to be coming there. So that's youtube.com/Geekset Podcast. Also, make sure you sign up to the Patreon. We are going to be putting a lot of focus on our Patreon this year. You're going to get a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of like test footage and shows first there. So it's going to be part of that community. Within that community is our Discord. The Discord doesn't give us an actual URL. So if you sign up to the Patreon or you look on the bottom of this video, you'll see the Discord link. But like make sure
I wonder, can we set that?
I don't know. We have to look into that, but like, make sure you like sign up to the Discord, because what we're going to be doing is it's going to be a lot of fan based things where we're actually communicating with the fans, giving them things first, giving them first opportunity at merch drops, at discounts, and everything. We want to really start building this Geekset hive. So if you really, really want to like jump into that and just kind of see what's going on, that'll be one of the best places to come to. And then as always, man, this has been the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. We are out.
live, sleep, peace, dog.